Welcome to Last Week Rewind. Take it away, boys.
All right, boys, we're back, baby.
Take it away, boys.
Episode 7, Last Week Rewind. We are here. We are here, baby.
We are here.
Yes.
I feel like we start off every podcast we've ever done by saying, we're back,
Yes.
and then we're here.
It's consistent through all the back catalog that you can go
We're
listen
back,
to.
and we're
We'll have to
here.
make a compilation. Like, have you ever seen those ones where it's a teacher, like, coming into a classroom?
I have seen that,
Yeah, and it's like, oh, I recorded my
Yeah,
teacher,
yeah.
and it's like him just the same
Good evening.
thing.
Good evening. Good evening. Good
We'll have to
evening.
do that. Actually, we'll have to do it for the year. We're coming up on a year of the network.
It's April 4th. I looked at it on the first uploaded episode ever. It was April 6th or something like that. So, yeah, we're coming up on a year. We did a variety of different podcasts before we settled on this, I guess.
We're gonna have to do.
I guess.
We're gonna do a 365-minute podcast in honor of.
Yeah. We're doing a 24-hour podcast, baby.
Yeah, are you going to do a best of video where you go through all of our podcasts and take out like the best funniest moments?
Oh my god, I meant to tell you that. I listened to the worst of TJ Miller, the Cash In. They do that.
Yeah.
I listened to the newest one. It's I forgot how funny that fucking podcast is.
No, it is.
It really is like the funniest podcast I've ever listened to. Like, I actually was laughing to myself like a maniac in the Stop and Shop.
No, I used to.
And I was like loading. I was like almost crying, and I was like trying not to look at anybody because I was like laughing so hard.
No, that was. I remember.
No, not many podcasts do that to me.
You're a fucking freak.
No, that made me laugh out loud.
No, their improv ability, it's next level shit.
Yeah.
Like, I wish we had that ability.
Who is it?
TJ Miller and Cash Levy, another comedian.
Yeah, no, it's like they just
The whole podcast is like, there's no topics really. Well, there is topics, but like, it's just improv.
Yeah.
They're just improvising
it'll
conversation.
like be like Cash, the other guy. They'll be talking something. Then he'll be like, TJ, what do you think about pants? And then he'd be like, well, and then TJ was going this weird ass rant.
Or they'll do like
Or
ask the masters.
Yeah.
It's like, it's like a weird question. Like, do you think bologna's better? I don't know, something better on a sandwich or better on this? And then they'll fucking go off on improving, and it's so good.
Oh, they just riff.
Yeah.
But at the same
It's like
time,
hardcore.
it does. I do skip it though. There episodes will go by, and I for some reason like I don't have the ability. I don't like. It doesn't draw me in. It's not like the NFL podcast where it's like I can't miss an episode.
Yeah.
I've listened to every episode of that show for 5 years now.
Yeah.
But not TJ. Not that one. I don't know what it is. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
But it doesn't like.
Well, sometimes it just doesn't hit because it's such a improv show.
Yeah.
When TJ Miller had his stand up come out in HBO a couple years ago.
Yeah.
That was basically a bomb. It really wasn't that good.
It's like cake. It's like chocolate cake. You don't have chocolate cake every meal.
Yeah.
You can have around the NFL. You can have your bread and eggs every day.
Oh, bread and eggs.
Bread and eggs.
Around the NFL is bread and eggs.
A little ketchup on my eggs.
Well,
No,
sure.
Nobody else.
Sure.
Home fries.
Home fries. A
and
little
that.
ketchup on your home fries.
But yeah, his stand up was like watching it because that was the time we were kind of still listening to the podcast, and it was like only people who listen to this podcast will find a lot of these jokes funny because a lot of them like were insides, like the trucker
it's like
one.
the comedy button was like that.
Yeah, it was like comedy button
Button
people, and then
just
they
like
went and
that.
did a huge stand up, but all their stuff was to like the listeners' inside jokes. Like he did like, oh, I'm gonna be a trucker. I truck till I fuck, or I fuck till I truck, and then he does that whole thing in the podcast, and it's hilarious. But then like a mass audience is like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Like you have to be part of the 12 and a half.
Yeah, the 12 and a half.
Yeah.
That's what they refer to their audience because they think they only have 12 and a half people listening.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they call them the 12 and a half.
I got you.
It's a good podcast.
Sounds
but
hilarious.
The podcast I like recently, which I listened to, was that today? I think it was today. Man,
Time's flying.
dude, fucking work, man. I listen to 30 plus podcasts a week. They blend into one another. I listen to Anthony Jeselnik.
Yeah.
He has a podcast with his best friend who's also on the NFL podcast, and that's a good podcast.
Yeah,
you gotta
I've been
listen
meaning
to
to listen to that.
You gotta listen to it. It's fucking good. I just like Anthony Jeselnik. I love his deadpan, super asshole personality.
Yeah.
Like he's not an asshole. He's a super asshole.
Yeah.
I love him. He's so cool.
He's even
He's
more.
so
yeah.
cool.
He's been talking about Ari Shaffir. The last like 3 episodes.
What,
Ari
dogging
Shaffir.
on him?
Well, he didn't dog. The first time he brought him up, he didn't even say his name. He's like a comedian said something about Kobe, and now he's gotten blacklisted. His tour got canceled. Ari Shaffir.
He said something about Kobe?
Yeah, you didn't hear about that?
No.
On Twitter, he had a rant. It wasn't even like a joke. He like went on a rant about Kobe.
Really?
I don't know the word. What exactly? You have to look it up.
I have to.
Yeah, but he went on a rant about Kobe way too soon.
Yeah.
Like it was either the same day or the next day. Since then, his Netflix tour got canceled. He fucking his tour itself. His Netflix special got canceled. His tour got canceled, and he's been blacklisted.
Jesus.
He's always on Joe Rogan. That guy.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah. And
Well, he's very fucking against the grain. Even with the story about how he spiked Brett Kaiser's drink with Molly at his own house.
Oh, Bert Kreischer.
Oh, Bert.
Yeah. I heard that story. Yeah.
I remember hearing about it, and then I listened to the Ari Shaffir explain it, and they were talking about it. And all of them, too, like Joe Rogan and the rest of them were like, that's not fucking, like, they were like, that's not cool. Like, he literally came over and his kids and his wife were there. Yeah. And he poured Molly in his drink and then told them afterwards.
He lives on the fringe, man. And he fucked himself. Dude, Kobe, for a month. Yeah. How long has it been? A month? Yeah. You can, dude. Yeah. Kobe, man.
I know that he had wasn't it with the rape stuff? That was like,
oh, Jesus convicted,
Christ.
Right?
Who was it?
Remember when Kobe had the rape stuff?
Yeah.
That was like approved in a court of law.
No, he got away with that.
Oh, he did get away with it?
Yeah, he didn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Ari's fucking thing talks about that.
Well, that was the
read an excerpt.
You want to hear the tweet?
Yeah, read it.
All right.
Oh God, this is not a product of us. This is Ari Shaffir. All right, go ahead.
Kobe Bryant died 23 years too late today. He got away with rape because all the Hollywood liberals who attack comedy enjoy rooting for the Lakers more than they dislike rape. Big ups to the hero who forgot to gas up his chopper. I hate the Lakers. What a great day. # fuck the Lakers.
Oh my
Jesus.
Ay, dude.
And then this post, it's a Reddit post. It's an infograph of a bunch of really horrible tweets from Ari Shaffir.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've heard, he's done it. Really?
Yeah.
Anthony
Bourdain killed himself because Roseanne was his favorite show. I hope you're all happy. And
okay.
I mean, there's a lot of...
Yeah.
The Playboy Mansion was always a prison for women, and Hugh Hefner regularly pissed his diapers for the last 13 years of his life. Fuck him. Tom Petty had a terrible voice. He sounded like Bob Dylan fucked a corpse. So happy God spent his entire Yom Kippur plotting to kill him.
Oh my God, dude.
And these are probably all like a day after.
Yeah. I think they're way too soon.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he's going after big boys too. Anthony Bourdain, Tom Petty, those are heavy hitters.
I mean, I do like Ari Shaffir. I think he's funny, and he is funny on Joe Rogan's podcast. And he's part of that thing. I don't know if you've heard of it, the Sober October thing that they do.
Yeah.
That they kind of like, I don't know, they botched this year, but like this, it's just the group of them that's hilarious. It's Joe Rogan, Ari Shaffir, Bert Kreischer, and Tom Segura.
Yeah.
And the four of them together on a podcast is something magical.
Yeah, no,
it's
really
so
good.
funny with all four of them. I don't know what it is, but
it's four comedians.
Oh,
working.
it's but not all groups work.
No.
Sometimes a bit more. The more people, the podcast gets messy. But like the four of them is so funny, and he's part of that. But there was a thing where he fucking drugged Bert.
Yeah, he was just talking about that.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what you said?
Yeah, he went to his fucking house with his wife and kids and just spiked his drink.
And they revealed and talked about that on the Joe Rogan podcast. I listened to that episode, and it was like they were kind of mad. Like Joe Rogan was that kind of like, it'd be like if you did it to Chace and then I confronted you about it. Like, dude, that's not cool. Like, it was kind of like, oh, Ari, this is. Your joking behavior has gone too far. You have to step back. And
it's funny because he's like this balding Jewish guy.
Yeah.
It's just like he's like a keyboard warrior.
He looks like a fucking taxi cab driver.
He fits the role of the ultimate troll.
Yeah.
He just seems like he loves.
But he is kind of funny. But then I guess he just goes too far.
He punched. I remember hearing the story about oh my God, what is his name? Bobby, Tiger Belly.
Bobby Lee.
Yeah. Bobby Lee has a story about how Ari Shaffir twice beat the shit out of him. Mm-hmm. Like, where it was about, she's a comedian and she's been in stuff. I'm trying to think of what she's been in. I don't know. If I show
Whitney Cummings.
No, not Whitney Cummings. She's this other, she's like a really tiny one. She's like really, really tiny. I don't know. But
was
anyway.
she on Rose?
Who?
Was she on Rose? Like the Rose?
Yes.
Natalie? No, not Natalie.
Yeah, I think it is.
Natasha.
Natasha.
Not Natasha Leggero.
Yeah.
I think her name is.
So, like, I guess she was with Ari Shaffir at one point in something. Mm-hmm. And then So they broke up, and then Bobby Lee, like a friend of his, she started dating a friend of Bobby Lee's, and then like when they were at the Comedy Store, like Ari Shaffir came in, and this was after she started dating the guy, and he thought that Bobby Lee set him up, and he just went over and just started like literally beating the shit out of him and kicking him and stuff when he was on the ground, and I think he had like a restraining order or something against him.
Holy shit!
Yeah, it was like crazy. Yeah, Ari Shaffir.
No, I guess he's kind of a piece of shit.
Yeah,
he's a piece of shit.
But no, I agree. What you said was exact. Is like when I've heard him on Joe Rogan with all them, he's hilarious. But then you just hear these stories about how he just does a lot of shit. Yeah, it doesn't
seem like a good dude.
Yeah.
Just goes a little so back to what, Anthony Jeselnik was just talking about that like the last 3 episodes. Mm-hmm.
So is that what you've been up to this week?
Oh no, I'll start off the last week's spotlight, the first segment where we talk about what we've been doing and playing and jerking off to the last week.
Anthony Jeselnik.
All right, first up, I watched Honey Boy with Shia LaBeouf.
Oh yeah,
where it takes place in 2 timelines. It's a young kid, Noah Jupe, who did you guys ever see Wonder with like Owen Wilson, where it's a kid with a disfigured face?
No, but yeah,
great movie.
Really,
I cried I think twice in the theater.
Really,
I'm not afraid to admit it.
It
was so sad.
You cried 2 separate times during one showing, or you cried both times you saw it?
No, 2 separate times. But not like, I wasn't like bawling, but like my eyes, it was like when I watched Warrior.
One viewing, but the movie made you cry twice?
Yes.
Okay.
But like, it's like when I saw Warrior, like my eyes were watering and I was like holding it back.
Yeah.
It's such a sad movie, but such a good.
I got a little bit of that in the Star Wars, this last Star
Wars.
Yeah.
So did I.
A couple points where
oh yeah.
Fucking
the Han Solo Kylo Ren scene makes me almost choke up.
Yeah.
I just love that scene.
I cry because of bad traffic, so.
I cry for the stupidest
I break down and cry 3 or 4 times a day.
Okay.
So any movie...
Let me get back to my spot. We're diving into this. Is not a psychiatry fucking appointment here.
Okay, so I guess you guys don't care.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
All right. So Honey Boy, it stars Noah Jupe, who's in Wonder as the disfigured kid's friend. That's like the only thing that I can really think of that he was in. So he plays young Shia LaBeouf, and then the older one's this kid Lucas Hedges, which he was from like. Did you ever see Manchester by the Sea?
Yes. He's
the nephew whose dad dies and he has to live with
yep
Casey Affleck.
Mm-hmm.
He plays like a 25-year-old. No, a 22-year-old Shia LaBeouf. So it's like the 22-year-old Shia LaBeouf he gets arrested, has to go to fucking in like a not insane asylum, but like a rehab for like mental shit. And he writes, and it's like it goes back in time through like when he's a kid with his dad, who's played by Shia LaBeouf as the fucking crazy balding dad, who is like an ex-rodeo clown who had this thing. It's all true too, by the way. They show it at the end.
Yeah.
His dad was a rodeo clown who had a gimmick where like a rooster chicken would like he had like an act with the chicken where the chicken would like do things with him, like ride up his body and do shit.
Yeah.
So like Shia LaBeouf gives his best performance today. He is phenomenal. I cannot believe he was not nominated for an Oscar.
Yeah.
How did this movie slip by? I know it was like he got nominated for a Spirit Award for Best Supporting Actor, and he is a supporting role because he's not the main actor in the movie. So I guess I think he should have been nominated for Best Supporting Actor. I'm sorry. He was phenomenal. There's this one scene where he's in AA and he gives this monologue, and it is heartbreaking and so good, dude.
Was that a cry moment?
No, I didn't know. This movie didn't make me cry.
Oh,
wow.
But it was really engaging to think that this is all true. Like Shia LaBeouf,
is all of it or just parts of it?
No, like all of it's true.
Really?
Like Shia LaBeouf, me and Heather watched interviews afterwards and talked about like what was true, and he brought up how in the movie the dad makes fun of his dick and like says like, "Oh, my dick's bigger than yours," and like makes fun of his little dick. And he said that's true. Like he said in the interview that his dad fucking had a big old cock or something. He actually said that he had like a big cock, and he's like, when I was a young boy, I would, you take showers with your dad. Like I've done that when I was like a young child. I actually remember it, which is weird.
Do you need to talk about something?
No,
I thought
my dad did not molest me.
I thought this
I'm not. It was not a molesting moment.
Yeah.
But he talks about when he showered with his dad when he was a young boy, and his dad had this big thick cock, and he grabbed it. He grabbed his dick, like his dick, the dad's dick, and he grabbed his own dick and said, "You'll never have this because I have a big French dick." And you have a little fucking. His mom was like half Jewish, or he's half Jewish. So he's like, you got the Jew something.
Little Jew cock.
Little Jew cock. He said that like
Jew bean.
it actually fucked him up to the point where he like is insecure with like women and like shit.
Really?
Like Shia LaBeouf is fucked up.
Yeah.
Like the movie really shows you like why he went nuts in the last like 5 years.
Yeah.
Is because of his dad and his relationship, and he's good now. He figured it out. You know, he wrote this movie in rehab
He's
2
good
years
now.
ago.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, he used this movie as like a way to process
Cope and-
because he even says he loves his dad. Like the movie isn't like torching his dad. Like in the end of the movie, there is like a heartwarming moment, even though it is kind of like
It's like
depressing.
Warrior.
Kind of, I
Mm.
A
guess.
slight redeeming end.
Yeah, but at the same time, not really.
Mhm.
But yeah, he had a crazy life. I love Shia LaBeouf.
Well, I always forget too that he was in what's it called? He was like a child star.
Yeah, Even Stevens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's funny because that is such a huge part of his life, and I forget it. But he did a good job transitioning. 'Cause
Oh yeah, he did a great
you
job.
know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's not like you remember him as that kid. It's,
Mhm.
No,
I forget about
you
it.
picture Shia LaBeouf. You picture, for me, I picture, Transformers,
Yeah, Transformers.
Disturbia,
Yeah.
I never
Yeah.
finished it.
Indiana
but
Jones.
He was really good in American Honey. Is it American
Mhm.
Honey?
Mhm.
That movie's like 3 hours almost.
Yeah,
It's
that's
crazy long.
one of the reasons why I haven't watched it.
Yeah.
If it was shorter,
But
'cause
he's really good.
his
in
last
that
two
too.
movies, because he had a great year. It was Peanut Butter Falcon,
Oh yeah.
and then this movie, Honey Boy, and they're both like 90 minutes, perfect length.
Yeah.
So good. I love 90-minute movies, dude. But yeah, the movie was fucking great.
Would you give it out of 10?
Like a 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
I'll have to watch that because that's just on normal Amazon.
Yeah, it's on Prime.
Yeah.
It's right there, baby. So then, after my Shia LaBeouf experience, I watched Holes
Did
on
you
Disney
really?
Plus.
You're just
That's a
itching
good
for that
movie.
Shia LaBeouf.
Itching for that thick
That's-
Jewish cock of
Oh,
Shia LaBeouf.
Itching for that
Yeah.
buff.
So I watched Holes, and that's a good movie.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That movie holds up. That's
That was
a
a
good
great book.
I'd never read it.
Oh,
You didn't
really?
read the book?
No.
Wow.
I liked that. Was like, I mean, I wasn't a huge reader, but that was one of the
Me
ones
either, and
that-
that's
yeah,
one of the
I
books
really
that-
liked.
What was
I
it, for
read-
school?
I read Holes.
Was
I
it?
read Hatchet.
No,
Hatchet
Hatchet.
was
I
a
remember
really
Hatchet
good-
I
being
read
mandatory.
4 Hatchets.
Yeah.
Maybe Holes was mandatory, and I just didn't read it because there was a period of
Maybe.
time where
Holes was
You
a
get-
popular, like it could have been on a list, like a summer
Yeah,
reading
yeah.
book or
yes,
something.
I remember it. I think I just didn't do it.
Yeah, I didn't really. There
I
was
hated reading, but Holes was that book that I started reading and
Mm.
then like couldn't put down.
Yeah, because it's a good movie. I bet it's a better book. Because the movie's a little cheesy, but it's still good.
The movie actually didn't do a
Yeah.
bad job.
no.
Because there's a lot of flashback. I actually liked how the movie, like, there's if you watch it now, there's like way more flashbacks than I remember. Like
Yeah.
most of the movie is flashbacks
Mhm.
of like the kissing.
When I
whatever
quickly
the fuck her
think
name
about
is.
it, the things I remember
Kissing
from the
Kate
book was
or-
like
Yeah,
the detailed of the not the female warden, but like the main guy, like the main.
oh, Mr. Sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they talked about him a lot and his bag of like sunflower seeds.
Uh-huh.
They
Yeah,
did a good
yeah.
job conveying that. And then same thing with what's her
With the water
Susan,
truck?
was it? Not Susan Sarandon.
No, it's Sigourney Weaver
Yeah.
plays the
The water truck.
Yeah.
Bring the water truck every day.
Yeah, the
That
water.
was like such a big thing.
And then how
in the
they
book.
ran off into the hills at the end. To,
And
like,
I never,
to run
every
away.
time I think of Holes, my first thing I think of is how he survived because of onions.
Yep.
Because he eats
Mm.
onions,
Mhm.
and the lizards didn't want his onion blood.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's the
no.
first
It's a
thing
good
I
movie.
think of.
Holds up.
Holds up.
So for
Hold.
games, I played, like I said last week, I actually did it. I tried Division 2.
Oh,
Played
you
about
did
2
play?
hours of it. Yeah. Played a few
Who'd
missions.
you play with?
Just by myself.
Really?
I tried to matchmake. Like, because in that game, you can, like, when you go to a mission, you hit matchmake.
Mm,
yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
really?
Not a single person was joining.
Yeah.
So I
Maybe
just
when
did
the
it by
new
myself, and it was
stuff-
fine. I'd be perfectly fine. So I did a couple missions, and then I just stopped playing. I was like, let me play Madden. So I
Mm.
moved on, and then I bought the BioShock collection
Oh yeah.
for $12.99 on sale. And
How
I played,
many was
I
there
played
total? 3, 2.
3, but BioShock 2 is like the middle ugly stepchild.
The redheaded step.
Yeah, because it wasn't even made by the fucking same team. It was
Yeah.
like a in between game that a different developer made. But it's not bad. It's just not. It's not the same because it's like. The games have to do a lot with, like, by the end it's a lot of like parallel universes and shit. It's weird, BioShock. But yeah, I played the first 2 hours of BioShock 1. Phenomenal. That game's a 10.
Oh yeah.
It holds up because I was telling Tom, just play the first 2 hours. If you want to keep playing, keep playing.
Yeah.
But it has the best opening 2 hours of any game I've ever played.
Really?
Yeah, do you remember it?
No, I never played one.
Dude, you're in a plane and it crashes, and then you're swimming and there's a lighthouse, and obviously it's up-res and remastered, so it looks great. It looks almost like a new game.
Really?
Yeah. So like you go into a lighthouse, and all of a sudden you go in and lights turn on, and you get in this weird orb,
Mm.
and all of a sudden you get in, and a video starts playing, and all of a sudden the windows open up, and it's an underwater city, And it's like, it's the best introduction to a world. That's why the game's a masterpiece, because they created like a world of like 1950s weird fucking like rich dude who didn't want to live in America anymore, so he created his own city underwater, and it's fucking insane. Such a good game. I love BioShock Infinite too. I don't think you guys have it. You didn't play that one, right?
I think I started.
The third one with the skyhook.
Yeah, I think
it's like in the city in the
I
sky.
played like the first hour, and then I was just like, eh.
That game's good. That game's amazing too. But that's like a 9.5. Like the first one's a 10. That one's like a 9.5. Because it's a lot more shooting. Like the reason why BioShock 1's so good is it's borderline survival horror. There's horror elements.
Yeah.
Like the first hour is like scary. Because like you get to the city and it's like beautiful, then you get off and you immediately get attacked by this fucking weird, demented fucking thing. But yeah, so I strongly suggest to check it out. Even though
I feel like I might have tried playing
super old game.
Yeah. What?
I feel like I might have played a little bit of Infinite or whatever.
It came out at a weird time too. It came out like right at the end of the generation.
Yeah.
So like it came out like the same time as The Last of Us. So it was a tough year. There's some good games that year.
Yeah, anytime you have to go against Last of Us.
Yeah, I think it was Last of Us and it was GTA. It was a packed year. That was a good year. Good year of video games that year. Final years of generations are usually the best.
Yeah.
Like
we're
we're in for a good year this year with Cyberpunk and Halo and even though we're getting the new console. And I'm playing Halo on the new console. I'm not gonna play it on the fucking
I don't know if I'll get Halo. We'll see.
Well, it's on Game Pass.
Just
get Game Pass and play it.
I have Game Pass.
Yeah,
I just might not play it.
Just skip it.
Come on. Dude, they're rebooting it. This is like a clean slate. They know Halo's in the dumps.
Yeah.
Halo 5 was a great game. Story was kind of poop. The multiplayer was a 10. Perfect Halo.
What,
if you
the
love
most recent
Halo,
one?
yeah, Halo 5.
Yeah.
If you love Halo 5 was the best Halo yet. But the story, which Halo was also known for, was trash. The worst story Halo's done yet.
I think Halo 3 was.
So they know that. Halo's up against the ropes, dude. They know it. So they got to come out swinging. Especially Microsoft. They need it.
I wonder what new twist they'll do on it.
Open worldish.
Yeah.
You'll see, yeah. I'm
You'll
calling.
see.
It's going to be, instead of missions, it's going to be like hub worlds like Tomb Raider where it's like exploring and also missions. And
what was the
Create my own Guardian.
no, you're going to play as Master Chief. What?
What was the Halo that came out that was like, it was kind of...
Halo Reach?
Yeah, right? Where it was like a city?
Prequel? Or a city?
Where it wasn't like a full city. It wasn't open.
Oh, that's Halo ODST.
That's what it was.
Yeah, because that game had some exploring.
Yeah.
That wasn't traditional Halo.
That was, it was kind of like open area, like a city, and then it was kind of overtaken, and like you make your way through it and stuff.
Yeah, you play as an orbital.
I don't even know if that was a full price game. Was it a full price game?
I don't think so.
It was weird. It was
I think it was like 40. It could have been 60, but I think it was like 40 bucks because it was a small campaign.
Yeah.
Plus the multiplayer and all the DLC for Halo 3. So that was a good game.
Yeah.
It was different.
Yeah, it was.
Then Halo Reach came out, and they took in some weird areas.
Yeah.
Bungie was like, we're moving on to Destiny, but here you go. Here's Reach.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay. People love it, like the internet, because it just came out for Master Chief Collection.
Was it the first one that they introduced classes where you could...
Yes. Introduced classes
and
introduced jetpacks. It was the first one, jetpacks.
Yeah.
It had that stupid power where you could like punch the ground and turn like immortal.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
And like if a Warhog drove into you, it would blow up.
Yeah.
People hate it. It's called Armor Lock. People hate it. Oh yeah, me and Andrew played a lot of this. The Bleeding Edge beta. Have you heard of this game, Bleeding Edge?
Playing it. I watched.
Yeah, it's this new game by Microsoft and Ninja Theory. And it's like Overwatch, but third person action fighting.
Yeah.
And it's like Overwatch with like each character, it's like Apex. I know the characters have different skills.
Yeah.
It's just like that, but it's third person hack and slash. Some characters have guns, but a lot of them have like one's a ninja who has a sword, and you have abilities, and it's like just like Overwatch where it's like objectives and 4v4. It's just multiplayer 4v4. It's good. I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't give it it's not going to be like a 10. It's not going to be a masterpiece, but like as just a multiplayer game on Game Pass, it's pretty cool.
Something new.
Yeah, it's something new. There's no games like it. At least
What does it do different than Overwatch?
It's third person action melee. almost like a Ninja Gaiden, you know, like or like a Devil May Cry. It's like that.
Okay.
So like there really is no game like it.
Is it cell shaded? It looks like it's
No, it's
that kind of art style.
It's like it's close to Overwatch, but it's definitely a little cartoony, but it's not Borderlands. It's like it's more like Overwatch-ish, but
yeah, because I went to the thing on the game store when I saw you were playing it. I just watched the trailer for it.
It was good. Me and Andrew were really liking it. It was hard to get into. It had a steep learning curve at first, but it got good. Me and Andrew were actually killing it. Some matches we got demolished.
Like For Honor.
No, it's not like For Honor. For Honor tried to be like a weird simulation. Like you got in a duel, and like you know that game's still going somehow. For Honor,
people love that game.
Yeah,
I give Ubisoft, man. They don't quit on games.
People love that game.
I reviewed. Well, actually, you're going to talk about that later. The Rainbow Six plan.
Oh yeah, we're going to talk about that.
All right, yeah, we'll talk.
But also, last game I played Rainbow Six with you.
Oh yeah,
that's it.
Yeah,
I played Madden, but we can't talk about Madden every week.
Yeah,
well, but I know you have some Madden stories.
Yeah, I'm going to talk all about.
But
Madden.
we can't.
Yeah,
he does have. He spent another what? How much did he spend? All right, let's move over to Chace. Chace, what's your spot?
$800 on packs.
That's it.
No. I
must have got nothing.
Yeah, no, I didn't get dick. No, all right. So far as watching, we finished Dark, so that's off my plate. So that's the last time I bring it up.
Last week,
you guys watch it.
How'd you like it?
Is that coming for?
It was good.
Is it coming back for season 3?
It definitely seems like it will.
It is okay.
It definitely seems like it will.
Okay.
I watched Parasite, so that was good.
Yeah. What's your non-spoiler review? Because I gave mine.
It was really good. What I compare it to in the sense of like what it achieved and just like the feel of it is the Joker.
Really?
Where it's like just like I don't know, it's shot really well.
I heard you after you watch the movie, you feel unsettled.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, especially because the end is.
Yeah, and like Mike said, it kind of goes back and forth.
The ending is a Quentin Tarantino movie.
Yeah.
Like remember the ending of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Tom? How crazy it was.
Yeah, no, it definitely takes like a crazy turn, but it was just really good. It was like what I can say is that like the Joker was a nod to like mental health and all that kind of stuff. Like this was a nod to I guess I would say social class or whatever, like rich poor. You know what I mean, like that, like
in a capitalistic society.
Yeah. And it was it was really good
because I don't know anything about.
Well, that's what I loved about it too. Is I didn't watch
about the movie.
I didn't watch anything about it. I had no fucking idea, and I think that's the best way to go into it.
Oh, it's 100% the best way.
Yeah. And even, honestly though, the way it goes is like you could even still have someone kind of explain it, and you still would.
Because even the way when I gave my non-spoiler, I did tell you guys like it's a poor family that cons a rich family.
Yeah.
Even that's not enough to tell you at all what happens.
But yeah, no, it was really good. And then I'm trying to think what else I watched. If I watched anything new, no, because I watched that and I didn't start any other shows.
What do you think? Do you think if we had seen it before our best of decade episode, what do you think?
Yeah, no, it was really good.
I honestly could say it could have been top 2.
Yeah.
Wow.
For drama, and then if we picked like a fun movie, like a Spider-Man or a whatever.
Yeah.
I think Parasite's right up there. I think that movie's going to go down as...
Yeah,
that's a movie 20, 30 years from now we're going to talk about.
Wow.
Because it's not every day a foreign movie transcends.
Well, I think that's what... Like it's almost could be easy to overlook that, but that it is a foreign film. So like for it to be that good and with that well received to be a subtitle.
And you forget it too. Like you're watching, you don't know any of these actors. Like I don't know any.
No.
It's not like you're watching Brad Pitt and Leo.
Yeah.
I'm watching people I've never seen before.
Yeah.
And that dad, the poor dad,
he's been in something before I've seen.
He looks familiar.
Yeah.
And he was also in a lot of Bong Joon-ho's other movies.
Yeah.
But he was so good in that movie.
Yeah, no, he was.
Like I don't even know what the fuck he's saying.
I know.
I'm reading subtitles.
I know.
But man, stellar acting.
It confirmed for me going forward, if I ever watch a foreign film, I will never watch a dubbed over.
It ruined it ruined fucking
the Battle Royale. Yeah.
Battle Royale.
Corny. Because like Dark was
it would have ruined it.
When I found we switched it to where just German with subtitles, you have to do it to hear their, even if you can't understand what they're saying, just like the tone and the delivery makes such a difference.
Yeah, you need their acting.
Yeah.
Even if it's in a different language, you need to feel it. Like Battle Royale, that movie, we don't know. That could have been much better.
Yeah.
And it's funny because Dark, which is a really good show, there was points when it was dubbed over that it's like I could understand, I could kind of let it pass because I could be like, this sounds corny, but I know it's supposed to be really serious. You know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't know. It's just
weird.
It's just the delivery's off. But yeah, so I didn't think I watched anything else. I gotta start something new. Hopefully Westworld. And then as far as playing, I don't think I played Rainbow Six, which was fun. I mean, I enjoyed it. It's Rainbow Six. It's fun to get into.
Yeah, you know what you're gonna do.
Yeah,
This game's fucking 5 years old now.
yeah,
And
yeah.
super.
Yeah,
No.
and it's not a game you can.
No.
You got to
Yeah.
play a full day's worth to get back in the groove.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, it's not cash.
Those nooks and crannies.
And then you
You
don't
get
want,
melted.
and then you don't want to get into a non-ranked match because all you do is get
Oh my
team
god!
kills.
So me and Chase get in first match. We're like, all right, let's play Rainbow Six. Hop in a quick match. Soon as we get in, dude, we get team killed.
Really?
Yeah.
Chase gets murdered.
Yeah.
I turn around. I'm looking at the guy. We make eye contact, and then he guns me down.
Jesus.
And I said, that's it. I
Yeah.
quit immediately. I was like, I'm not dealing with this shit.
No. And then we went into ranked where people take it. The thing that made no sense was first off, right before the game goes, I pick my guy at the end, and then before they even started, I get a vote to be kicked. Like I'm getting kicked, and that happens a lot. But before it would mainly happen if someone wanted to kick someone out so they could have a friend join or whatever. Like if it loaded too quick. But then I'm talking to Mike. I'm like, why the fuck did he vote for me? I'm like, I was the last person to pick my character, so I didn't take his character. I picked Fuse like with the bombs, and it's not like I picked him on a hostage mission where I could potentially kill the hostage. You know, like what the fuck? Why is he trying to vote me? As soon as I get out of the drone, it's just and it goes slow mo, and I die. Like I dropped because the guy was right behind me. So as soon as he spawned in, he just shot me in the head.
What the hell?
It made no fucking sense.
Yeah, but that was that first match. The quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't the ranked.
But then that's why, because I don't get it. I don't know why it's so toxic and the unranked.
I don't know.
Like a year ago when I started getting into it again, it was the same.
The
thing.
same thing.
I would get
for years
team
now.
killed that made no sense. I'm like, I didn't do anything. I didn't pick anything. I didn't barricade a wall that shouldn't have been reinforced. Like what the fuck?
The game is filled with trolls. I don't
Weird.
understand it.
But that was.
But
fun.
ranked is fine.
Yeah, no.
They
ranked
take
was
it
fine.
serious.
Yeah.
The only thing is the matches are so fucking long.
Yeah, it is long.
It's best out of 7.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Then if you tie, which happens almost every time,
Yeah.
if it's a good match, you're almost going to tie. We tied, and then it's best out of 3.
Oh.
I
So
think
it's fucking a million
I think they go
rounds.
half an hour because we only played
Yeah.
2 ranked and we were playing for like an hour.
Wow.
We played 2 matches.
Yeah, I was drained
Yeah.
because I kept saying the nooks and crannies. I would
Oh my
be
God.
looking, I'd be
Yes.
fucking weaning,
Peeking
and a
out
guy,
the slightest little-
I couldn't even see a dot,
Yeah,
and I
you
get
and you get
headshotted,
Melted.
melted because
Yeah.
it's instant headshot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And since it's been going for so long, you have people that know these maps so well.
So well, they know all the
literally know
cameras.
peaks. Like I've seen on PC mainly, but I've seen clips of people. They'll get kills with just anticipating someone. They're so used to where someone's gonna be, where they'll just like peek and shoot through a door, like and just constantly be bopping around and get kills from it, just because they know what to look for. It's fucking crazy. But yeah, no, Rainbow Six. I don't think I played a little bit of PUBG, but it wasn't a good week. The couple matches I played, so I was frustrated. And then I played some Madden. I actually hadn't played Madden in a while.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
finally
you still had all those coins, right?
yeah. So I finally started spending some of it. So first thing I did was I bought Jamal Adams.
Yeah.
So I bought him, which he was only for like a couple 100,000, which I was surprised. I was like, oh wow, that's not bad. So I bought him. I bought Brian Dawkins. The
97.
Oh, you did buy Brian Dawkins.
Yeah, I bought him, and the reason why I bought him was so I bought him. Then I had a shitload of old players, like even like low 80s and stuff. So I sold them all for training because I still had so much coin, and I bought the $39,000 pack.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, like the training pack, and I
Yeah.
got Aaron Donald, the 97.
Wow.
So I was like, fuck yeah. So I bought him. Then I spent $20 on the
Ultimate Legends
pack.
Yeah.
And I was looking at some of the rates, and I was like, oh, this isn't bad. So it's you first get like a pick of like 7 cards, you get to keep 4, and those have various rates. And then they show you like 5 more cards, and you get to pick 2 of them. And like the rates were the
Chancing.
the chances were pretty good. Where it was like a 94 or whatever was like, I don't know, double digits, and then it went up some. It was pretty good. So I was like, fuck it, I'll buy it. And I got super lucky. I got on the 5 card pick, which is usually supposed to be lower level. I got, what the fuck did I get? Like a 92 Kurt Warner.
Yeah.
Which I was like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna sell him. And I got a 95 Warren Sapp.
What?
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? So I got a 95 Warren Sapp, and then a couple other weird players. And then on the 2, the big ones, I got a 94 Calvin Johnson,
Yeah.
and then somebody else that was really high. So I sold all of them. So
Yeah.
I was like, oh, so what? So then I sold them all to get even more coin. But then one of them, I was like, if I sell this guy for like 25,000 training, I could buy another one of those packs.
Yeah.
So I bought another one of those packs, and I got another Aaron Donald.
Nuh-uh.
And so I was like, fuck. And so I was talking to Mike, and I was like, should I just sell him for coin?
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah. He's like, yeah, definitely.
probably worth a
sell
lot.
him for coin. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was worth like 300 and something thousand.
Yeah.
So then I sold him. So then because I had all of that, I bought the Jamal Adams. I bought Brian Dawkins. I bought a 96 Chris Waters.
what is he, a lineman?
Right tackle or something like that.
Okay.
He's an offensive lineman, so he's even better. So I bought him. What else did I buy? I feel like I bought something else.
When you spend money in that game, the doors open, dude.
Well,
Not always.
Not always.
I already had like a million coins. So because of it, I got so lucky where I could just sell these guys and use training. So then I was like, fuck. So I moved around a bunch of stuff, and I had a bunch of other shit to sell. And then I tweaked my Mahomes to get him to a 96. I didn't go all the way, but I just got him to a 96 for now because he was only a 94.
Yep.
I made my Mel Blunt. I powered him up, so he's now a 97. I'm trying to think. I got someone else, I feel like, too, but I can't remember. Oh, I bought Brian Urlacher, a 97, as my middle linebacker.
Yeah.
So he's next.
That's
So
nutty.
I got him. I don't
What's
think
your defense overall?
a 95, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Or a 94 or 95, because I have the 97 Jamal Adams and the 97 Brian Dawkins. Because I looked at powering up Brian Dawkins, and it's like a shitload of fucking training to do it. To give him 1 point to 98. So then I have them in the 97s. My linebackers, I had the 97 Urlacher, and then I have Van Der Esch, who's only a 94, but I kind of want to power up because he's really good, but I only would get him up to like a 95, I think, or maybe a 96. And then I have like a 94 left outside linebacker. I forget who it is. Then I have a 95 J.J. Watt left end, 97 Aaron Donald. I powered up my Alan Page, so he's a 95 now. Then I have I got that through the pack.
You did so much in one.
Yeah, and then I have the Chris Jones D tackle, the 96.
Oh, nice.
But he was the one I chose for the
Yeah,
tickets,
yeah.
so I chose him.
Yeah.
And then for cornerbacks, I have a 96 Ty Law, 97 Mel Blunt, 95 Deion Sanders, and then I think I powered up Night Train, even though he's like my fourth cornerback, and then he's like a 96 or whatever.
Wow.
So he's good, but it doesn't matter because earlier I did one of those solo battles. I did the feature, the 89 one.
Lost?
Yeah, and I fucking...
That team was so hard. The one that's the Chargers?
Yeah, and
I lost to that team last night.
I did it the highest rating. I was like, fuck it, I'm going to
All
go
Madden?
the hardest. Yeah. I was so fucking pissed off because there was two key stupid plays. There was a 3rd and 4 that I audibled to have my tight end or whatever, Kittle, just do a quick little out. Because the way his linebacker was, he's going to be wide open. Mm-hmm. So I hike the ball. I hit A to throw to him, and he doesn't throw it. He had just this weird animation. So then I hit it again, and then he doesn't throw it. And then eventually he throws it, but then Kittle got it knocked out. So I was like, what the fuck? And then it was something else happened, and it was just wicked fucking frustrating.
Yeah.
And they got the ball back. Oh, that's what it was. Then it came down to a monumental. I had to make a stop to get the ball back just to get put some points, and I would have won.
Mm-hmm.
All I had to do was stop. They had an 86 Bo Jackson, not even a good Bo Jackson.
Yeah.
And I tackled him, but the animation he got was falling forward, which then fell on top of my defender, so he wasn't fully down yet, and then it continued an extra 2 yards to give him the first down.
Oh, it sucks.
And then they got to kneel it, so I just quit it because I had no way. I was so fucking pissed.
I lost to that team too.
The
solo battles is different this week.
Yeah, it's all that weird scoring.
It's house rules, and if you maxed them out, if you won all of them and did all the solo battles, you get a 94 overall player.
Really?
Yeah.
Ugh.
So you can still get 92 overall player just for getting the legend. Yeah. The highest rank, like 250,000 battles. So
Yeah, no.
I guess I'll shoot for that and just sell the guy for training or something.
I was so frustrated. I was so fucking pissed. Because then on the flip side, I was telling Mike, I played 3 head-to-head, like against real people, and I won all 3 of the games. And some of them were really close. Yeah. And then I fucking did that challenge.
The computer on all Madden, dude, is just really...
So
you cannot make a mistake.
No.
You cannot. You have to be perfect.
No.
You can't let up turnovers, and that mode is so hard because you can only use each play 3 times.
Yeah,
and you have to cycle plays. Like it takes 6 plays to use the same play again. So it's like
the offense. Oh, that's what it was. It kept driving me crazy. Where I have Hardman, who's like super fast. So like sometimes I'll audible and I'll have him where he's going to be wide open. But it's like looks like it's pass interference all the time. But it's Madden where like I can see him because I'm looking him down the field. He's faster than who's ever covering him. He's trying to get past him, but his player character, his like player model can't get past the guy. Because he's bumping into him.
Yeah.
And so then like I switched to him, and by switching to him I could magically make him I don't know, it was just like really annoying. Like shit like that was driving me crazy.
Yeah.
And then there was just some
Yeah, Madden, dude. Fucking Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But I played Madden. I got Nick Bosa. And I powered him up to 95, but then with scheme he's a 96, and then I'm gonna get the 96 power up pass, and I'll use that, and then he'll be a 97, and I sold that Chris Johnson that I bought that Madden challenge pack that was like $15, and you
sold for training.
I just sold it for training and got like 12,000 training, and spent that on changing my head coach and my stadium to 49ers. So now like my 49ers players get bonuses too. And so that made those guys better. And I think that might have been all I did.
I gotta do more of that, which is chemistries. I've like barely scratched the surface on
Oh, my shit is so tweaked.
Yeah, like that's the stuff I need to actually pay more attention to.
My defense is 95. And it's basically just because of all the tweaking to make everybody better. It's all 95 players, but they're all like 96 and 97s because of power up and all that shit.
Yeah, you gotta do more power ups.
And then I have Raheem Mostert, and they released his power up. So I did the challenge to get it, and I was like, I'll just get it. I'm like, let me see how much. It takes like, I did the math. It was like 16,000 training plus a couple cards or power up passes.
Oh, great.
To get him to a fucking.
That's great.
Yeah, and it's like +1 speed, so he goes from a 96 speed to a 97 speed. It's like, damn.
I played against him. I think it was some challenges, but also one of the kids I played against had him. He was fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
like I thought Dickerson was a pain in the ass of not going down.
Yeah.
He is ridiculous. Like there'd be times where he'd get hit 3 times, and it'd be like the crazy animation where he's staggering back, but then he just takes off again. It was so frustrating.
His acceleration's through the roof too.
Yeah,
I played that team that you lost to, and I lost, and I because I just made stupid mistakes and threw a dumb interception and shit, and so I got all pissed off, and I was like, I want to play something different. So I fucking pulled a mic and played Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it, but it's definitely pulling a mic. Just loading up a random game.
Yeah.
You try more games.
No, it would have been going into the store and buying a random game.
Yeah, it's true. It was already on the thing.
Yeah, that's true.
But
I just love BioShock. Like that's so me though, just spending $12 for no reason.
Yeah, but you need somebody like that on a podcast like this.
Yeah, it
couldn't
I'm
just
perfect
be me and
for it.
Chace
I don't
playing
care
Madden.
about trying different things and watching. Like every week, I'm like, dude, I have no consistency. Other than like main shows like Stranger Things and stuff. Like, when that shit comes out, I'll finish it in like a day.
Right.
Yeah.
But like times like this where there's not much to do and watch, and there's some good shows out, like The Outsider and stuff like that. But it's like nothing that's sucking me in,
Well, even the games. I mean, even Madden. Like I got into it the other day, and I was playing the menus game of looking at auctions and do I do this and that. And it's fun, but you hit a fucking wall.
Yeah,
the funny thing I get a kick out of is Madden is like when you are wheeling and dealing, it's great. And then I'm like, the ultimate point to get your team good is to play real people.
Yes.
And I really don't like doing that.
Yeah.
Because it is one of the
I say that all the time.
And like I was saying to Mike, like I got lucky. I won those 3 games and they were close. But then after the first one, I was like, okay, I'm going to play again. And I need to remind myself that there is a high chance this game is going to go terrible.
And you're going to get smoked.
And I need to not get mad and just let it go. But what I think they should introduce in it, and I was thinking about it, why don't they have a mode where it's like squads or head-to-head, but you just play against a computer in like seasons, and you can make the difficulty really hard.
Yeah.
And maybe not have as like, maybe not get as many coins playing a real person, but like then we could play together, and we could do just like in squads. Use your offense, your defense, your head coach, or whatever.
Yeah, they should have squads versus computer.
And just
like
do like
franchise?
Yeah. Like,
That'd be cool too.
or
actually,
even
yeah.
Ultimate
seasons.
Team franchise.
Yeah, just like and do it, and you can. I don't know, because that's what I laugh about. I'm like, even when I spent the $20, I'm like, I'm doing all these things, and the whole point of it is to play people and just to dominate. And I don't really like.
You know,
doing
what?
that.
Yeah, that would be cool. An Ultimate Team franchise where you get to fully do all the franchise stuff, where you get to like play as coach.
Mm.
You know what I mean? You could relocate the team if you wanted to, or like come up with your own jerseys. And like that shit wouldn't apply online if you back out, but like just in the franchise mode.
It'd almost be like solo battles where it's based off of random people's teams. Maybe the season that you play is other mutt teams.
Yeah,
like
imagine.
16 random mutt teams.
Yeah, and,
that'd be cool.
by
That would be
making
kinda
your
cool,
team
actually.
good, then like maybe you could get a little kick on bonus of when they actually beat real people.
Mm-hmm.
Because what it takes away is, and what I hate about playing real people is the abuse of cheesy things.
Yeah, just the cheese in it.
Like
yeah.
one kid I was playing, he had Kittle. All he kept doing was doing drags and like over the middle, and I was doing everything I could to stop him, and I finally did, but like, and it was just stupid. I don't know. That's why I feel like I can't stand it.
Mhm.
I'd rather play against a computer and lose, and be frustrated than someone doing the same play over and over and over and over. again.
Yeah.
Ugh. Like that one
Sucks.
time we played the other week, and that kid with the defense,
What was he doing?
he was
I'm
like,
blanking.
somehow his defense would get in and tackle you before you even could drop back.
Oh, God.
Remember that? It was just like, it made no
Yeah, it
sense.
was Lawrence Taylor, and I just was not doing the right offense where
I hate
I had to
Lawrence
literally
Taylor.
dedicate tight ends to just block.
Yeah.
And I just was refusing to do it,
Yeah.
and he just kept getting in,
I hate Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah, he's so annoying in that game.
He's
just
so good at everything.
good.
He's good
Yeah.
at coverage.
Yeah.
And he shouldn't be.
Mm. That was that Urlacher, because I was talking to Mike about it. He had like he was like a 90-something zone coverage.
That's what that team had, that
Yeah.
89 overall Chargers
Yeah.
team. They
I was like,
had
what the fuck?
2 insane cornerbacks.
Mm.
They had Peyton Manning, like a good Peyton Manning, and then they fucking had Brian Urlacher. That's what
Yeah.
made that team hard, was like having good certain key players.
Some shit doesn't make sense, because when I was looking at a card and I was talking to Mike, and I was like, Urlacher had less hit power than somebody, but he had like ridiculous zone coverage. It just didn't make any sense. It's like, how does he have more hit power?
He looked like I think he was a hard hitter. I just don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know.
Whatever.
Yeah, I started Assassin's Creed. It's good. I mean, it's cool. It's cool how they've morphed that game into
Yeah.
just
Mm.
I like the direction
open
they're
world
heading.
RPG.
Was that the first one you played? Because you didn't play the one before, right? Where they turned it into more of like an RPG type.
You didn't play
shit?
Origins.
Or
I had it. You didn't play it.
Yeah.
I don't know the last one I played,
Yeah, they
but I
definitely.
was a
Flag?
big Assassin's Creed fan. It
Mm.
was a game that I was like in on every year, and then Black Flag was like the last one I really like.
Yeah, because since then they've had Unity, Syndicate.
Yeah,
No.
I
Yeah,
never
I
really
never
got into
touched
any of those.
No.
There was one that I started, but I can't remember which one. But I was like, fuck it, I just want to play a new game. It's like funny, you're like Leonidas' son,
Yeah.
like fucking 300. And you
Yeah.
play as him in the beginning,
Yeah. I
in the
thought it was
300 fight.
in the one, but yeah, the was it Origins? The
Yeah.
one before that.
Yeah.
That's one that I had, which was like Egypt or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I liked how they took that change with the more like the RPG and getting, or at least just getting new weapons with different ratings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It added a different thing.
And then
to
just
it.
the open world, and like it's more unlocked than Assassin's Creed always was.
Oh, yeah,
Assassin's
for sure.
Creed was always more of like how God of War, or like where it's like areas that you go to.
Mm-hmm.
Where now this one's just like a big open world map, and you're kind of just like you can
Yeah.
just go do whatever you want, like
That'd be
Skyrim or
sweet.
like Witcher.
Yeah, you even got there's a point about like 8 to 10 hours in where you get your boat and the game really sets sail, and that's when the game gets too big.
yeah,
If you zoom out on that map, it's the biggest game you ever witnessed.
And I did the
Yeah.
exploration mode.
Uh-huh.
There's like you can choose what type of gameplay you want.
Mm.
It was like guided or exploration. I don't know which one you chose.
Exploration.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, guided is different. That's like a weird. They like teach you about history.
Oh,
I'm pretty
really?
sure guided. Yeah.
Oh, wow, weird.
Yeah, I wasn't
Yeah.
sure if it would push you in the. 'Cause there was something I played recent. Maybe it was The Witcher when I started it. And I don't know, but there was a setting that asked like that was similar, but it was more like, do you want a mode where we don't tell you anything, Or do you want a mode where like we push the main objective like the marker to do that, or just I don't know if it was The Witcher. Can't remember.
And that was all I played. I didn't play anything else exciting. And then watching, I watched that Locke and Key show.
Oh yeah,
I watched the whole thing.
Really?
Yeah.
How many was it? 8 or 10?
10 episodes. Yeah.
How long are they?
Huh?
Are they 45 minutes?
Yeah, they're like 45 to 55 minutes. Yeah.
What'd you think of it?
I thought it was good. I thought it had some pretty strong aspects and then some weak aspects to it. The stuff that kind of like the reason why I kept going back and finished it was because like it just kind of like had fun. It was like it's like Harry Potter a little bit, where it's like magical.
Yeah,
and it has like a Disney Harry Potter feel where it's like it's very magical and they're willing to explore things that you kind of just have like, wow, this world's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just like cool. Like the keys, the whole premise is it's a family. The father dies, and then he has this house in his family name, the Key House, and they're like live in Seattle. But then when the father dies, they decide to go move into this house, and it's like the mom's idea. And then at first, it's like they just moved to this house. The kids don't want to be there, and there's like a brother, the sister, and then like a little brother, and like the kids are actually pretty good. Like they didn't really annoy me at all. The mom was kind of sucks at some points through the season. You're like, whatever with her. But the kids are pretty good, and then like the kids get friends, and there's this one kid that becomes the sister's friend. I liked him. I thought he was good, and they're like, and then this is the weird part about the show is that it's very kid Harry Potter Disney kind of feeling, but then they don't shy away from showing you things like you find out that the father was actually murdered, right?
Oh, yeah.
And they show the scene where the killer is a kid that they went to school with who loses his mind and basically does like, I'm gonna do a school shooting, except I'm gonna go kill this kid's dad because he's the fucking he's the guidance counselor at the high school.
Okay.
The dad, he's like this great guy, right?
Yeah.
He's good looking, he's got long hair, but he's the guidance counselor at the high school.
Yeah.
So this kid is a troubled kid, has a fucked up dad. You find out later in the season, and like he basically just loses his mind. They show the scene. He comes into the house, and they're like working on the house. So there's plastic hanging up to like stop dust from going from like the room they're finishing to the other room. So it's like this scene where like the sister's holding the little kid, hiding under the table, and the kid's like going through the house with a gun. And he's like, "Where are you?" And then like finds the dad. He's like, "Tell me about the Key House." And then like he's got a tattoo on his wrist. Yeah. And you're like, "Whoa, what's the tattoo?" And then he shoots the dad in the chest, and like they show it.
Oh,
and he gets shot in the chest, and he's like fucking bleeding. And then like they show other things. They show people die. They show people get like their fucking necks slit. Then they show like the people hooking up. Like the older brother and sister, they move to this new town and they just start sucking and fucking. Like
okay,
pretty
so
much.
This is like a PG-13 show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But like they start sucking and fucking like right away, and the sister starts hanging out with this kid. He's like a British kid, like a black British kid, like light skinned black. Starts hanging out with them. There's clearly a romance. They start hooking up. Then things get weird in the season because of the Key House, and the sister like pushes her friends to go too far exploring these sea caves next to the house because there's like this magical door down there that they find. Pushes the kids too far. They almost drowned. So like they get into a fight and like break up, and then like one of the kids in the group of friends that she's hanging out with has been like showing interest in like being like, "Oh, I think we should go to the sea caves." Like I like her idea. Like it's totally side. You're like, "Oh, this kid's got a crush on her," right? So as soon as she breaks up with the kid, she hooks up with the other kid.
Oh my god!
And I was like, "Wow, that was kind of like drastic, you know? Like weird that they just did that so quickly." And the brother is like troubled. He starts dating this chick. And they're all super hot, right? They're supposed to be 17, but they're all fucking smoking hot, right? So he goes to hook up with this one chick. Then he backs off because he keeps having fucking weird mental things about his dad. So he's like, "I don't want to do it." She's like the popular hot chick. Instead, he goes after her hot friend. And then they start hooking up. And then the bad guy in the show, it's like this demon, right? And then the demon can take form as a guy or a girl. And as a girl, it's this smoking hot chick who's like model hot, like skinny, like model hot, like no tits, right? And like he's dating this girl, Jackie, right? That's like her actual girlfriend in the show, right? And then he like gets tricked by this demon hot chick and straight up hooks up with her in a truck. makes out with her,
Jesus.
presumably has sex. Then the next scene, they're like sitting in the truck, like, what do we do next? And like drinking and like getting all fucked up, and they're both supposed to be 17. And then like, and I'm like, man, he's dating that wicked hot chick Jackie. I wonder what's gonna happen with that. The show goes, he never tells her, like he never tells anyone that like, oh, I hooked up with the fucking demon who's sometimes a guy.
Yeah.
And he gets fooled as the girl version.
Yeah,
and it's like, dude, the fucking the show's kind of cool. It's just cool that in the house they keep finding these keys, and each key does something different. So they find one key that's like the mirror key. So like the kid figures out, you go up to a mirror and a little keyhole fucking shows up. And if you put it in it, the reflection of yourself basically turns into like an evil reflection of yourself, and it's like looking at you smiling. And then they'll start like enticing you to like come into the mirror, right? Like not talking, but like going like this, right? So then like when you do it, it's a trick, and you get trapped in like this paradox fucking dimension where it's all mirrors, and when you touch the mirror, it cracks and turns into more mirrors, and you're like fucking lost. And it's like,
what do they try to like flip spots with you or something, or no?
No, it's just like a trap. It's just like
Jesus.
a fucked up weird trap. Then they find one key that's like the head key, and you like you take the key and you can put it in your. No, you put it behind your neck. A keyhole shows up on their flesh, and they're like, and they stick it in, right? And they click it. And if I did it right here, I would go like basically unconscious, like I'm dead, right? But then another version of me would appear in the room, exactly carbon copy of me, that you'd be able to touch and interact with, right? And then over here would be like a door would show up. And like mine would be, you know, say like my childhood house. Yours would be like your house, right? Your childhood house.
Yes.
It'd be the front door to it, or like the front door to your bedroom. And then when you go in there, you're in your mind. And it's set up like, you know, like they do the small kid first, and his is like a sweet kid arcade, like Discovery Zone. And then like they do the chick, and hers is like a mall. And then there's like memories that go over, like everybody's memories is different. Some people are CDs, some people are like fucking boxes, whatever. So it's like cool just that they explore all these weird abilities with the keys, and like that kind of just keeps you going. But the weird part, the show like does all this thing with this demon that took over this person and blah 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 blah, and then at the end, you think they resolve it because there's that door in the cave, the sea cave, right? So they figure out how to open the Omega door, right? Everything's got names and shit, right? So they figure out how to open this door, and they figure out that's where this demon and you know came from way back in the day. The dad lived in the house and had a group of friends that were the key holders. They open this Omega door, and these like bullets shoot out that are like magical light bullets. And he was like, one of them hit our friend Lucas, and Lucas ends up being the demon kid that then comes back years later that can turn into the girl and shit like that. And they figure out like, oh, all we got to do is throw this demon chick Dodge back into this Omega door when we go down there and open the door. So the end of the season is this big thing. All right, we got to do it. They all team up. They go down there. They throw the chick in. It's like, cool. This is how this is going to end. Then the show's like, no, guess what? Major fucking spoiler. Well, not spoiler, but twist here, right? The demon chick takes this changing key that you can put under your chin and turn it, and I could make myself look like Trump, or I could make myself look like you, right? Uses that on this other character in the show and turns it into a likeness version of her that they then tricks the kids to throw her into the door. So now the demon chick is still out, and when they open the door, another bullet came out and fucking hit one of the other chicks. So now there's a second demon. Then you find out that
This is getting wild.
it's insane. The sister that was
like
hooking
a
up
soap opera.
Yeah, the sister that was hooking up with the British kid, who then starts hooking up with the other friend.
Yeah.
You then find out that other friend is actually a demon as well, and is tricking them. So now it's like they like the last episode of the season. They tell you basically, hey, we're resolving all these storylines, but then it's just like, nope, double down on everything that we just did for the whole shit. Just confirming, like, season 2 is gonna be crazy.
Yeah, there's gonna be 18 demons. Everyone's a demon.
Yeah, and like, and it's just cool because the coolest part about the show is just the stuff with the keys. Each key does something cool and different, and it's fun. It's like Harry Potter, mystical, and then just like the way that they told the story about the dad and the mystery of it all, and like not knowing. It was really cool. Like, kept you coming back. Like, like Lost, where you're like, what is this door? And like, what is this? What the fuck is gonna come of this? What is this? What is this chick? What is she, a demon? Like, you don't know for a while, and like, so that just kind of keeps you going back, and it's just really good, like, quality. It's not like it is like a cheesy show and like a cheesy CW like plot line, you know what I mean? But it's Netflix, and it's done so well. Yeah. And it's like, it's so cool and mystical with the magic and shit. It's just an easy watch. It's such an easy watch. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't pay attention for like a little while. There's no reason
for us to watch it because we already know everything.
Yeah, no, totally.
But you never know. I might.
But if you like, if you can kind of like indulge in that,
so I can jump right into season 2, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Spoiled it for us.
I know you guys weren't gonna watch it. No. But if you like, you know, like if you like not child stuff, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you can watch that stuff and appreciate it for what it is, then I think it's definitely enjoyable. It's definitely like a 7.5. Maybe an 8 out of 10. I'd say like an 8 out of 10, just because of the production quality is so good, and like no one's acting is like horrible. Yeah, they pull it off. They all pull it off.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I mean, Stranger Things is obviously a little bit supernatural, but I'm surprised that Netflix before this hasn't come out with like similar to that. I guess like a Harry Potter type show.
Yeah, that's what it kind of is. It's like Harry Potter meets like childhood team up.
Or what about
Netflix?
Lemony Snicket.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I never saw it.
Oh, it's on Netflix. They have like
that was
2 or 3 seasons.
Yeah, actually, that was one of the rare books that I read when I was young. Wow. Too. But Jim Carrey played in it. But it's kind of like I don't know. It's hard to explain, but it's like weird. It's like funky.
Yeah.
It creates that kind of like world or whatever.
Yeah, this you can tell comes from novels or whatever it is, like young adult novels. You know. But it's cool. It's cool, magical world.
Wow.
Locke and Key.
8 out of 10.
Yeah.
I have to start a new show too. I'm trying to.
Definitely won't be Locke and Key.
Well, yeah. I should get into Westworld because that would make the most sense to try to time it with the beginning of.
Yes. Let's hope that either of you guys are watching at Westworld.
I know. I need.
My hopes aren't high, but
move on to something else.
It'd be nice if like I was saying to Mike the other week, if something came out like a new show that was like. I mean, I guess even 40 minutes isn't bad, and we could actually, if we wanted to, like watch it before.
Westworld will hopefully be that.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
Yeah,
we have some work to do here.
Yeah,
you guys got to watch it.
Right.
So it's hard, There's so much new stuff. There's like guys just to dive into old shit.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, if I just did it on my own, I just have to start at season 2 because season 1 I watched, obviously.
Yeah.
But if I try to, then I feel like that also makes it more difficult for me to actually watch.
Yeah, because
the time that I watch, she's usually home anyway, so that's why it's like I should get her on the bus.
Yeah,
and I could hammer through it all.
Let's make her watch a recap video on YouTube.
Yeah,
that show's way too
Season
complicated.
1 recap,
yeah. Way too complicated of a show. You need to see every episode.
Yeah, I think the length of it would be like
season 2 is so confusing.
Really?
So, yeah. All right, should we move into the news?
Let's do it.
All right.
What happened?
I'll tell you.
The caucus?
Let's see. Star Wars Rogue One prequel series is going to film this year, says the star Diego Luna. Wow. That dude, the main guy from Rogue One.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah, they're doing a prequel series with him on Disney+.
Hell yeah, I'm all for that.
Yeah, K2SO, the droid from that movie, will also be returning.
Mm-hmm.
What about, what's her fate? Wait, did she die?
Well, this is before they meet up.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't think she's in it.
Oh, so it's mainly just going to follow him.
It's going to follow his
adventures.
Yeah.
They would be cool in that? The Asian guy in that.
Those Asian dudes that they meet up with?
Mm-hmm.
Or what about Forrest Whitaker?
Lies! Deception!
Oh, my God, yeah.
He could be in it. I could see that.
He probably is in it.
I bet you he will be in it.
You know who reminds me of in that movie is how Lawrence Fishburne was in the Predator movie.
Oh, my God. Do you remember that movie Predators?
Crazy.
With like Adrian Brody and shit. It was like
They set up a crew of like Adrian Brody's like a mercenary, right? And then they hire, then like they get someone else.
But they all get transported there separately.
Yeah. Was it by the
Predators take all these different types of warriors from our world.
Yeah.
Drop them on an alien planet.
I do remember.
So there's like a samurai guy. There's like all sorts of weird.
That. Yeah.
The guy from that 70s show, what's his face?
Oh, it's Topher Grace is in it.
He's in it, and he's like, you think he's just like a doctor, but you find out he's like a weird serial killer,
Yeah.
like sociopath.
So like all these different types of people, and like Lawrence Fishburne's on the planet, like living there because he like, already survived like this thing.
He always reminded me of it because he just like had, like was always like I think he was wearing something weird too, and just was completely crazy when they met him first. Yeah.
I like him in John Wick. I just like how he's obsessed with birds.
I never saw John Wick. Which one was he in John Wick?
Wait, what? You've seen John Wick?
Yeah, but he was in the first one?
No, he's in 2 and 3.
That's why, yeah. I don't remember him as much. I never saw 3.
He's the bird. He's
Did
like
you see 2?
Yeah, I did see
He's
2.
the head of the hobos.
He's the dove guy.
Yeah,
Was
he's
it
a
the pigeon guy?
He's
was
obsessed
it 2
with
or
pigeons.
3 that had that actress? She
Halle
didn't
Berry?
talk much. No, I think it was.
Oh,
2.
Ruby Rose is in it.
Yeah, was that 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I did see 2.
Yeah. No, 3s. Oof, me and Tom just watched that.
Yeah, it's great.
Oh, so good. I will fucking love John Wick, man. All right. Rick Moranis is going to come out of retirement to be in the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids sequel series on Disney Plus.
I was talking to him. We actually was talking last night with my parents. Because I guess he stopped. I guess his wife died.
His wife died, so he like quit acting to become a.
And then just took care of his kids because all he really, I mean, he was a hit back in the day, and then just called it.
70s, 80s, even the early 90s with all the Honey I Shrunk the Kids sequels, and then stopped.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, so Josh Gad is going to be playing his son, grown up. You know Josh Gad. I think I can pull up a picture. That guy. You ever seen him?
Oh,
he does the voice of Olaf. I mean, Josh Gad.
Yeah.
He's playing the son.
Really?
Yep. So we'll see. Disney Plus, man, they're pulling some haymakers. You know, they're not.
Hopefully they don't miss.
They're not. What?
Hopefully they don't miss.
Well, it could be cheesy.
Could be.
It could be a Girl Meets World situation on there.
Oh.
No, nothing. That was so because I'm a huge Boy Meets World fan. So when I saw a sequel with obviously Topanga and fucking Corey are coming back, I watched literally 5 minutes of it, and I was like, no.
Fuller
House is another example.
It was the same thing, yeah.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids reboot sequel.
Well, there's another sequel about in a couple of news articles we're going to talk about.
Wonderful.
Burnout Studio, the people who did Burnout, remember that game, Burnout, the racing game?
Yeah.
They are taking over the Need for Speed franchise for next gen.
Whoa.
This isn't the first time.
So Forza is finally going to have a little competition.
No. They, I mean...
Need for Speed Carbon, one of the best driving games.
Oh, yeah, you liked that one. Remember that? That was a long time ago now. Jeez, that was like 15 years ago.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I just Need for Speed's in the dumps.
Yeah.
You know? They just had one. No one even talked about it. And I played on EA Access. It was not good.
They're
not good.
They're going to turn into like a Medal of Honor. I'm surprised they're still even doing anything.
Dude, Need for Speed was such a great thing back in the day.
Oh, dude, Need for Speed Underground.
Hot Pursuit. Riders on the Storm.
Oh my God.
Remember that song?
Yeah, that was a Need for Speed Underground too.
Yeah, and what was the Snoop Dogg one?
Well, the first one had the Little John song, the fucking get low to the window.
From the window.
See, that's
remember the drag racing? You just like go left and right. And you have to swerve.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
I love that. Like you're going through the traffic.
See, that's what I think we're missing. Because like Forza, like I remember Forza. I mean, Forza Horizon took the change of a little bit more casual, obviously, than how. Yeah. So I remember the other Forzas. They're like, yeah, this game's amazing. It's beautiful.
Oh, it's amazing.
Physics is great.
It's track simulator.
But then, an hour into it, I'm like.
I'm
gonna do this for this thing. You
gotta grind to eventually get a nice supercar.
Yeah, and I always choose the same cars because I like the same.
There's only so many cars,
and I like what I like.
Yes,
that's what. So I think we need a Need for Speed would be fun, like a fun arcadey fucking.
Yes,
probably have some cool modes in it.
And they finally woke up and got a good developer. That's what all that matters. The last several Need for Speeds have made by Ghost Games, and like they're just not.
It has to have the thing where you can do drifting competition, you could do drag, you could do regular circuit, or you could do the sprint. I loved sprint where it was point A to point B. Yeah, those were awesome.
I want Need for Speed Underground.
Yeah,
but the only thing is like Underglow, like all that shit that was cool in 2002.
It's not cool anymore.
It's not cool anymore.
Yeah, it's not,
Dub wheels.
Yeah.
You know, like who gives a fuck now? No one cares about dubs and.
They could do an alternate reality where that stuff stayed cool, and it's like cyberpunk. Cyberpunk.
Tony Hawk's still the biggest, best game.
Yeah.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare Battle Royale map. That's been like the talk of the internet for the last week.
I know. I read another
Season
thing.
2 started on Modern Warfare, and they put a new mode on there. It says classified, and people dug in the code files and found all sorts of shit about a mode called Warzone, which seems to be their Battle Royale, which is, according to leaks, might be coming in March.
Yeah, I ironically I googled it today because I was like, it didn't come out. Like a lot of people thought it was going to come out over the weekend, and then yesterday, and they were saying that March it looks like.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, you gonna play it?
No.
Like Andrew's so pumped for it. I'm like, dude, you're building this up. Like
You
Andrew,
can't build it up.
I'm like, Andrew, you're
I'm
you're
excited
hyping this
for
up
it
way
because
too much.
It
Dude.
could be something fun that's just new to play because it is everything in general is pretty stagnant right now. But you can't. I mean, you can't fucking. Just like Blackout. Blackout wasn't like a complete flop, but it was.
No, it wasn't a flop at all. It wasn't like it didn't set the battle royale like genre on fire.
There wasn't enough there to make you go back to it.
Yeah.
Like PUBG, even PUBG being fucking PUBG and frustrating and glitchy and whatever. Every once in a while, I still go back to it because there has not been anything to replace that. Like. Kind of
it's also a genre. It's not like a genre like say first person shooter. There's a million of them.
Yeah.
There's some are good, some are amazing, some are bad. But then like you got Battle Royale, and it's like it's almost like Minecraft. Like Minecraft dominates that genre. Fortnite dominates this genre.
Yeah.
So it's like everything's gonna be compared to Fortnite. Like, ooh, is it taking away players from Fortnite? That's always the headline. Like, Apex Legends, is it gonna kill Fortnite?
Yeah, the Fortnite killer.
Yeah, it's just like no, it's not.
I actually read something interesting. It was about this game that's being ported over to console, I think this spring, Insurgency Sandstorm. So it's a first-person shooter, but it's like a lot more hardcore, a little bit more like mil-spec, like military simulation, mil-sim. But the article was saying how like this game could be at the beginning of the new wave for console. And they said like, it's one of the games that's being ported over, and in PC, like Escape from Tarkov, these like really hardcore first-person shooters that are a lot more slower paced and stuff are becoming more and more popular. And this game, it's being the first of its kind that's going to be ported over to Xbox. And they were like, I wonder if there'll be a lot more games like that, because they're like, look at PUBG, for a game that when it first came out was like had so many glitches, was still one of the top-selling games for like several months
Even
in a
Minecraft.
row. Yeah, Minecraft, yeah. So they were just saying, like, there are themes that... And they actually said, like, console games kind of drive more of the themes for PC because, some people, the hardcore PC will bitch, be like, oh, it's going on console now, it's going to suck. But it's like, that means that if it goes to console and it's popular, more money goes into the development of that game. So you actually want that for it, but...
And we'll see. We'll see if these, some games are just better on computer. We'll see if these hardcore sim... shooters really do translate, because
they were saying that
the history isn't behind them.
Yeah, they were saying that for this one, it's a first person shooter. They're saying something out of that. The port for it. Oh, it's Unreal Engine. So they said that at least is a step in the right direction because porting isn't as difficult. And they said that it's like a first person shooter. So it's not like PUBG third person that had like tons of stuff
a
to
million
it.
controls. You
or
gotta
like
figure that out.
DayZ. Like DayZ I actually enjoyed playing it, but talk about controls and menus. Not being able to use a mouse just to click things and have to navigate it makes things so complicated.
Yeah, DayZ did not translate the console. It did not set anything on fire.
No. It's fucking slow.
Yeah. All right. Mighty Ducks Disney Plus TV series is moving forward with Emilio Estevez returning as Gordon Bombay. And when I read that the show is going to be... Do you remember that Karate Kid TV show on YouTube that came out like 2 years ago? Where like Ralph Macchio is back, like all the people are back, and it's like told from the perspective of Johnny. Remember Johnny, the blonde-haired bully from the first one? It's like he's kind of like...
Oh, he's the Karate Kid.
Yeah, that's the funny thing. Yeah, like he was actually the Karate Kid, and that fucking Ralph Macchio kind of came in and fucked everything up.
Yeah.
You ever heard that theory? No. Well... Look it up.
It's like a theory, or
yeah, it's a theory. It's not really true.
It's just like
the Karate Kid's the main guy.
It's like a joke. It's
a joke.
Alternate view.
It's like an alternate view on Karate Kid, where like actually Johnny was the Karate Kid.
He's the Karate Kid. He's the one who grew up with the trophies and took it serious. And
the one just.
But so that show, the Karate Kid TV show on YouTube, which has a couple seasons now, like made they turned the Karate Kid, Ralph Macchio, into kind of like the villain of the new season. So that's that's what I read they're going to possibly do with this show, where like now a new coach is going to come in and coach this team with, you know, like shitty kids, like in the first Mighty Ducks, and Gordon Bombay is going to be the villain coach, who now the Mighty Ducks in this show are the good players,
and they've been good for a while.
Are the team to beat.
Yeah.
So now it's like, and I think it's like a woman coach.
Gordon Bombay.
So,
what a fucking name, huh? Gordon Bombay.
That's such a. I want to see that movie. It's on Disney. Oh no, it's not. Disney Plus is fucking whack. Like some shit that was on there is already off.
Really? Like what?
Yeah, like because like, if you go to it, like I went to Mighty Ducks. It's like that's a Disney movie. I go to it. It says we'll be here in June of 2020. It says due to rights. So like certain things aren't on it yet because of rights, and like it's like what the fuck? I thought you owned everything, Disney. But
are all the Star Wars on it now yet? Like everything? Wasn't there something that wasn't on it fully?
It was Last Jedi and Solo, but I'm not sure if that's. They might be on there now.
Yeah,
I think that had to do with the new year starting.
I can't wait for the new one to be able to watch the new one again.
Rise.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dates for that coming out. It's like March 20th or something. It comes out digitally, but I don't know when it hits Disney Plus.
Yeah.
There's no release date. Aladdin sequel in development. I haven't even seen the first one, so I can't even comment on this.
I completely forgot about the first one.
Andrew keeps asking me if I've watched it yet because it's on Disney Plus, and he says it's good. So
he said it's good.
Yeah.
I just remember the trailer that came out and it showed Will Smith.
Yeah.
And there's literally just like him painted blue, and I was like, everyone was like, this can't be serious, right? Like this is like some kind of like
people were freaking out about that, but I heard he's good in it.
Yeah.
So
we'll see.
This show, Fox has ordered a pilot about a fucking woman who returns to her hometown and becomes a substitute teacher after failing to make it in New York, and she helps 3 young kids recreate a shot-for-shot remake of The Goonies. What a weird show.
What the fuck?
Yeah, is that the weirdest show you ever heard of?
What the hell?
That is a very unique.
When I saw this news article, I was like,
but you know what? I like it because at least it's new and it's not a rehashed prequel sequel of this, that, and the
other thing. Seems kind of. I mean, yeah, that could be a fun show.
That's such a weird
Who's
concept.
The teacher? Who's the
I don't think
actress?
it's even been casted yet.
Oh, that's gonna be a big.
You think so?
Scarlett Johansson.
It's gonna ride or die on who they cast.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. It's on Fox, so my hopes are, if it was on,
Fox?
if it was on HBO or something, I'd be like, oh, okay, that sounds like a fun show.
It's gonna be on Fox.
It's on a major network, so I'm already like, but I just thought the idea of it was cool.
Next.
Let's see here, sirs. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Delayed again.
Came out and actually made a lot of money.
Oh, it's out now?
Yeah, it came out. Yeah, it actually got like pretty well reviewed and smashed the box office. Made $57 million in its opening weekend.
Wow.
Worldwide, 100. I mean, that movie, when the first trailer came out, everybody thought it was going to be a fucking flop. Came out and did all right.
Until the internet had its way with it.
Yeah, flat out made him change it.
Yeah, he was freaky looking.
Yeah,
he was.
It was teeth and shit.
He looks like Sonic now, thank God.
Well, the funny part, like everyone said, was like, there was a fucking video game. Like, how did you take that and get to here?
He had human teeth.
Yeah,
he had like bean teeth.
He just looked off.
And his eyes were like small eyes that were separated.
Yeah.
Like far away.
Some of the people's like comments or like posts about it were so funny. Some of the things were like, what the fuck? Like, how did that get past review? Like who?
And he had like weird legs.
Yeah.
Like his underleg was weird. It was like not right.
His proportions were off. Like he had like
and his feet didn't look right.
Yeah.
It was so funny because they immediately changed their mind. They're like, don't worry, we're fixing it.
Yeah, because
they knew.
Yeah. I think that they were like either something was too far along, or maybe they were just like taking they knew that
it was right away. A guy took one of the posters and edited it and tweeted it, and it went around on Twitter and Facebook and Reddit and everything. And it was like the guy corrected it, and made it look like a good Sonic.
Yeah,
and everyone was just like, "Oh, this is what it should be," and they were just like, "Oh fuck, like, this is what we're gonna do."
They had to redo all the CGI. I forgot. I saw the number that it cost to redo it. Like it wasn't cheap. They had to spend millions of more dollars.
That's hilarious.
To redo the CGI.
That's so funny.
Oh, imagine being those guys too
for a fucking Sonic movie.
Yeah,
I've heard it's okay. I heard one of the things I've heard is that Jim Carrey's pretty good in it.
Yeah,
which is kind of shocking.
Jesus.
Did you guys see the Batman first look of Robert Pattinson in the suit?
Yeah.
Did you see that video?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I thought it was pretty
It was a
sweet.
video, or was it just
Yeah,
showed?
it was a video.
Well, there was a picture, and then
Yeah,
there was
yeah.
a video connected to it that was like a silent.
It's like 57 seconds or something, or a
Yeah.
minute.
Oh, I didn't see that.
And it's
then.
like just music, and it's panning up, and then it's just him, and he
it's
looks
like
up.
a costume test.
It's all
basically.
red.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty badass looking.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought it looked cool. I thought it looked like a very like a
I like the bat symbol on
like
his
Dark
chest.
Knight.
Some people were theorizing that's the gun that killed his parents.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like the gun, like the handle of it split in two.
Mhm.
They can kind of see it right there.
It looked like it.
You can
could
kind of
come
see it.
off-
See how it looks like a gun? Do you see it?
Oh yeah, cracked in half.
Yeah, it looks like a gun. I don't know if you want to take a look at it. But
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay, hi.
I mean, yeah, you did a good job
There you
of
go.
giving me a chance.
it looks
to
like
look
a,
at
yeah. Here. That's his chest.
It kind of looks like they
See that?
come
Kind of
off.
looks like a gun that's split in half.
Oh,
It
yeah.
looks like
yeah,
they
yeah.
come off like two batarangs.
Yeah, that also looks like that too. But
I
man,
wanted to see the ears
yeah, they didn't show it, but
when they panned.
they're
up,
there,
I
definitely.
wanted to see what style ears.
I liked how the
Yeah.
suit.
Because that's a big thing.
I like how the suit is like the Batman Dark. It looks actually a lot like the Arkham Knight, the third Batman game, where it's very armor.
gadgety.
It's gadgety and very armor platedy.
Mhm.
For the first time ever, they're not going to fuck up and make it like even
Stiff.
stiff. If you watch Batman Begins, even that one, Christian Bale is like,
Yeah, because
For the
then
neck,
then Morgan
yeah.
Freeman makes the joke.
yes,
He's like, so you want to turn your neck?
yes. And if you watch, good luck
Yeah,
watching
yeah.
Batman, the 1989
Oh,
Batman.
God,
Oh
yeah.
my god,
Yeah.
it is so goofy,
It
dude.
was thick.
But the ears are so important.
Yeah.
'Cause that's a thing about Batman that all the Batmans, it's always been done different.
Mm.
Like in the old Batman, he has tiny, tiny little stubby ears
Mhm.
with a blue innard, and then like the Batman, the
They got
animated,
so
Oh,
long.
Batman Beyond.
animated. They
The
were
Val
long.
Kilmer Batman, I think it was the Val Kilmer and the George Clooney. They got so
Yeah, and the
long.
cartoon too.
They were very
Because that's how
long.
the cartoon was. The
Mm.
animated Batman had
It was
long,
like
sharp,
points.
long,
yeah.
sharp fucking things. And then they keep revamping it. It's like I'm super curious. What do the
Mm.
ears look like?
I'm like we had said before. It'd be cool too if he was like more of a detective Batman too. If
Mhm.
they go that
I'm
route.
praying.
Yeah. Because
Well,
we
yeah,
haven't
I
really
mean, he's
seen
definitely
that.
going to be younger.
Yeah.
So it's like he's definitely going to be like kind of like Joseph Gordon-Levitt, a guy coming into his role. That's
Yeah, it would
that's
be-
what I assumed to see.
Yeah, I just don't want to see an origin story. Please God, just don't
Right.
show us them. Don't show Martha Wayne dying again,
I know.
getting shot, and the fucking necklace hitting the ground.
Yeah.
We've seen it 800 times though.
Give me a push.
Yeah, give me a bitch, fucking bitch.
And
All
they're
right.
going to tie it to Joker.
No, I don't think so.
It's that Bruce Wayne grown up.
Mm.
Joker's in it.
I said that. That'd be cool.
That
Like
would be
that movie
cool.
does set up like you could do a Batman in the 90s.
Mm.
We'll see. I don't know. All right, Indiana Jones 5 is going to start shooting in April. You guys pumped?
No, next.
No,
Okay,
we, didn't-
moving
we
on.
don't need it. No one asked.
A teaser trailer for Stranger Things came out,
Really?
which I did not watch, but
Ooh.
it does show Hopper is the character who is in the remember the end of Stranger Things?
Yeah, like Burns or whatever.
No, the Russian is like in the jail cell.
Mhm.
It's like
Oh,
who is
yeah.
it? It's like the American or whatever.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah.
It is Hopper.
Mhm.
He's alive. He's not dead. So there you go.
Sweet.
Sweet. Tom Holland says supposedly the Uncharted movie is going to start filming in 4 weeks.
Really?
Yeah,
Is it gonna be good?
probably not.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just don't like it.
He's such a weird cast. for
I
that.
don't like him I just don't like it.
Yeah.
He
It's
seems
not
too
him.
young.
Yeah, because that's
Too
what they're
young.
doing. They're doing it him younger, and then what's the older guy?
I mean, I heard it was Mark Wahlberg, but I don't think that's official.
All right, that's
It's
terrible.
like in the thing, he's like 40.
Mm.
Who?
The main guy.
Oh, the main guy? Yeah.
He's like 35, 40.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
It
he's
says
at
it right here.
least mid-
Mark Wahlberg is going to be Sully.
Wow, that's
Because in
terrible.
that
This movie's gonna
Sully's
suck, dude.
older, right?
Sully's like a 56-year-old man with a
And
mustache.
but because Nathan or whatever is
Nathan Drake's like 36.
right.
You know, by the end of it, he's
So
like
now
40.
they're doing a fucking young ass
Ugh.
Nathan Drake, so they have to do a younger Sully.
I don't like it.
Yeah, Mark Wahlberg that just
I don't like Mark Wahlberg.
pissed away any chance of it
I
being
don't like
good
Tom
for him.
Holland either.
Really? What?
No, I like Tom Holland, just not in this movie.
Oh.
Not as Nathan
The way
Drake.
you said that, I was like, oh, you know what? I think.
I hate Tom Holland.
Yeah, I was like, oh.
Him, J.J. Watt.
I know.
But
what?
You know who it should have been? That guy who plays Punisher. I think I said that.
John Barenthal.
He should have played.
That's an
Nathan Drake.
unusual casting. I'm definitely not against it.
Wouldn't that have been cool?
Yeah,
Doesn't he seem like a rugged,
Yeah,
correct age range?
I'll take him in anything. I love that.
That'd be
actor.
cool.
Yeah, he's cool.
He would have been a cool Nathan Drake.
Yeah. Here we go. Rainbow Six. They announced their next 2 seasons of their roadmap. They are spending the next 2 years fixing the game, re-editing maps, balancing characters, redoing characters. Like remember Tachanka on the turret? Completely redoing. Yeah, Perry's guy.
Yeah.
Completely redoing him.
It's gonna have
Now he's gonna
have some sort of minigun he can carry.
No, he's gonna have an LMG, the gun that he already has, but it's gonna be detached. So that's his main gun. His second gun's a SMG, and then he also has a grenade launcher that shoots incendiary grenades.
Oh, okay.
And so they're basically just spending the next 2 years just fucking getting ready for the future, just trying to keep rebalancing the game, fixing out. They're gonna try to fix player toxicity,
Yeah, because I saw a picture of it, showed the year 5, year 6, and it was like over this year, what it mainly is going to be, it consists like 4 seasons or whatever it is.
Yeah, 4 seasons a year.
And then this year, it's, new operators, but then just reworking an existing map. And then next year is adding characters and having brand new maps added in, which is crazy. There was actually the next operators that come out. They showed this one guy. He seemed kind of cool. His abilities were he has like this shoulder charge.
Yeah, I saw that guy. You can plow through walls.
Yeah, you can go through walls.
Really?
Shields, or for a shield, if you do it, it knocks them on their ass.
Yeah,
so
shield guy, you can knock a shield. You can knock anybody on their ass.
Yeah, that's
but a
cool.
shield guy, you
That's
can
cool.
knock on
And
their
then
ass.
you can also, for the hatches that are above you, this guy can jump up and pull himself up. So he can actually jump up and do it as well.
You can pull up and catch the hatch. And
Yeah.
You can reach up and peek and decide if you want to
Wow,
go.
that's
and then
cool.
you can climb up.
And then
really cool.
the chick, the female, was cool. She has, she starts a clone, but, it clones yourself, but you can control it. So it's almost like I think what you'd probably do it is before going into a room or whatever, you hit it, and then all of a sudden you're, in the clone, and you can't shoot anyone, but you can move around and stuff. So it's you can go in, and then I'm assuming they shoot the hologram or clone, then you die, and then you load back into your body or whatever.
Yeah, as soon as it gets shot.
Yeah. So that seemed like
And then
both
it
of those
can-
actually seem pretty cool.
I think you can trigger traps.
Oh yeah.
You can
With
trigger
with
traps
the
with it,
character.
but then there's some things it can't do, and then there's ways for other people to tell that it's a clone through heat signature and that kind of stuff like that.
Yeah, it seemed pretty cool.
And they're also adding Battle Pass. Obviously,
Yeah.
'cause every game's got a Battle Pass. So.
Yeah, it's a new
They're also adding an arcade playlist with more fun game modes with different modifiers, and the first one's gonna be a golden gun game mode.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like GoldenEye. So
Yeah,
they're
some
gonna
Games
try to have
already
more fun.
one-shot kill.
I know, but they're trying to have more fun. Have more fun, Tom.
Okay.
Have some more fun.
And they confirmed it is going to be a next gen game. They are going to. I don't know what they're going to do. Are they going to just an update for people who do have the console? Or are they going to re-release it? Or are they going to? I don't understand how they're going to do it.
re-release a different version.
But it will be next gen, and it will be cross gen. So you playing on this Xbox, me playing on the new Xbox, doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
I would even if they had some better terrorist mode options.
Why has no one talked about that? They should redo.
Yeah, because the thing I actually had fun playing some of them, but some of the mechanics I hated. For instance, there'd be some of the terrorists that would just randomly charge you.
Yeah.
Or there was big guys that would come out. So it's you're trying to be tactical and clear these doorways and do whatever, and then sometimes they're just doing weird berserker shit.
Well, they are doing a Rainbow Six. Have you heard of that game, Rainbow Six Quarantine?
Yeah.
Do you remember when that was announced a year ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah,
they're doing a spin-off 4-player co-op shooter
Yeah.
called Rainbow Six Quarantine.
I remember that.
So I think that's what they're going to do. I think this is going to be the multiplayer game, and then they're going to do some sort of squad-based shooter. So we'll see. Did you see HQ? That game closed. Did you see that? Remember that trivia game? The mobile trivia game.
Oh
it was live. You log in at 7.
They were talking about it last night at dinner because they all played at my parents'.
Yeah, it
and
was
my
huge.
sister.
2 years ago, it was huge. The biggest game on Apple and Android.
Yeah,
because it was cool. You log on at 7. It was a live game show.
Oh, I do remember that.
Remember that?
Yeah.
It closed. They fucking went bankrupt. And I guess on the final broadcast, the two hosts, because when it first came out, do you remember that guy Scott Rogowski? He was the host at the beginning.
Maybe,
kind of dorky white guy.
Yeah.
Well, he hasn't been there for a while. I guess it's
you could win real money.
Yeah, it was super hard.
Yeah,
I never won shit. But the hosts that were currently on there was a black dude and a white chick, and they gave out $5 out of his own pocket, and they went on rant. They were doing crazy shit. They flipped off the audience on the game, called everybody. They said he would crap on the homes of every troll in the chat room. He said not. He would swearing. He said like, not gonna lie, this fucking sucks. This is the last HQ ever. They were drinking. They were fucking crying.
Really?
Fucking
Yeah. And then they started plugging their podcast. It's like I was never allowed to fucking plug anything on this show. Follow my podcast, please. I don't know, stupid shit like that. It was just, I guess, it was wild, sloppy mess,
sloppy exit.
I'm not surprised. It's so funny. I knew that game was in trouble when it first came out. It was created by the guys who did Vine, and Vine kind of folded.
Yeah, how the fuck do you fold Vine when it was so incredibly popular?
No idea.
You know,
if Vine was out now, it would be the biggest thing ever.
Well,
why it was too early.
TikTok is also owned by some China company or some company in China.
Yeah, maybe the funding wasn't there with Vine.
But with TikTok should be that's the thing about Vine was people were surprised when it was like, oh yeah, the app's ending. It's like, why?
Yeah,
it's still really
in this
successful.
Day and age,
it created a lot of
what do you mean an app's ending?
Yeah,
right,
what the fuck?
We decide when the app ends,
Yeah.
not you.
My sister's boyfriend was talking about it last night, and he said that it was sketchy too because it came down to a company was going to buy him out or something, and then I guess it came down to like a day, some morning at a certain time, and if the deal didn't go through, then it was just going to shut down forever. And he was saying like that just sounds so sketchy, like such a big game comes down to a specific time when they're going to meet and try to I don't know. He said it just
I did read it had trouble getting funding.
Yeah,
it didn't get the funding, so obviously closed. And also 2 years ago, like literally, as soon as the game got popular, the fucking co-creator died of a drug overdose.
Oh,
so that was sketchy.
Yeah.
Then the CEO was getting in all sorts of fucking trouble and was getting into fucking like fights with the fucking host, the guy Scott Rogowski, and like it just seeed dysfunctional.
Yeah.
Like, what is going on over there?
Yeah.
Like, just make the game
for a wholesome trivia game.
Yeah, right.
It just didn't. I don't understand. You know, it's a pretty
weird
concept.
Crack on crack.
Yeah, it's a weird concept. You're giving away free money. Like, you got to have
figure out how do
funding.
You
got the model has to work. Like, how do you make money if you're giving away money?
They must not.
It's just like anything that's free. Facebook,
true,
Instagram.
But clearly they couldn't figure it out.
Just
because
has to
it's
be
bankrupt.
popular enough for people to be tuning in.
Well, I don't know. Bye bye.
Never
bye.
Bye bye. Did you hear about Harrison Ford? He was asked because he's promoting that dog movie he's doing right now, The Call of the Wild.
Oh yeah,
you see that movie?
Mm-hmm.
He was asked what he thinks a Force ghost is, and he said, "I have no fucking idea, and I don't care."
Is that what he said?
Yeah,
that's great.
That's what he said. He hates Star Wars. He's been known for 40 years that he hates Star Wars. What if he's such a grumpy old man?
Yeah.
Why does anybody care about it? Indiana Jones fucking 5. He's fucking 80.
Kurt Russell almost got the role of Han Solo back in the day.
Yeah. He was he screen tested.
O.J. Simpson, Terminator.
Yeah. Fucking the guy with the mustache. Burt Reynolds or no. Yeah, it was Burt Reynolds was supposed to be Indiana Jones.
Wow. Kurt Russell could have actually pulled off Han Solo.
Yeah, he would have been perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Kurt Russell has the gravitas. The gravitas. Oh, this guy, the fucking dude from Game of Thrones. What's his name?
Cecil Backyaman?
Christopher Havaju, the fucking big redhead guy.
Tormund?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's been cast in The Witcher.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They should honestly go talk to the whole cast of Game of Thrones and say, you should join our team and we won't end it. Shit.
The Lord of the Rings show on Amazon that's like currently filming, I think. They got so many Game of Thrones people, like not main people, like
really?
Side characters are like getting promoted to like main characters on Lord of the Rings.
We saw what you did, kid.
Yeah,
we're gonna give you a shot.
Did you guys hear about Ben Affleck and all that shit about him talking about why he left Batman and stuff? Did you see that?
No.
He basically blamed on like the dysfunction of the Justice League movie and how like grueling it was, the production and the delays and the fucking reshooting and it led to him having an alcohol problem, and he just had to step away. He said that like he let someone read. He had the script for the Batman, the newest one, before he dropped out, and he showed it to someone. Ooh, I heard it was probably Matt Damon, but he didn't tell who it was.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "Oh yeah, it's a good script, but you will drink yourself to death if you do this movie. You know that, right?" And he stepped away. Yeah, he had to get himself straightened up. It's so weird because Ben Affleck. Remember 5 years ago when Ben Affleck was directing movies that won Oscars, and all of a sudden he's just not the same.
I think he just had a movie that's about to come out that
was
really good.
The Way Back,
and that's what it was.
He's a basketball coach.
And what it reminded me of too, basketball. And what it reminded me of too is maybe this is his like.
He definitely took
his
that
bounce back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's from the director of Warrior, so you know it's going to be emotional and good.
Who is that?
Who, the director?
Mm.
Gavin O'Connor. He also directed The Accountant with Ben Affleck.
Okay.
I like that movie.
Yeah.
I
People,
did like
a lot
that.
of people like that.
Yeah.
They've been waiting for a sequel for that for a while.
He was a very interesting character in it. Not like
Yeah, he had like autism, but
Yeah.
he's like
but he had it in check. He was just very quiet and like reserved. It was
yeah.
it was an interesting role for Ben Affleck because he wasn't really, he wasn't Ben Affleck.
He like whipped himself. Remember?
Yeah, it was weird. Like that's
Yeah.
how he was able to like hone in. I don't know. Like at night, he'd just put on fucking death metal, and then he would take
remember
that stick and just rub the shit out of his shins and stuff,
Oh.
like and like hit himself.
That
It
movie
was
was
so
odd.
weird.
It was good though.
It was.
Was it amazing?
No,
But like
it was
John
good.
John Barenthal was in that movie. Remember?
Yeah.
Our
know
boy,
who that is.
our boy,
Which
John
one's-
Barenthal, Punisher.
Oh yeah,
That
yeah.
guy, big nose.
Oh yeah, he was his brother, right?
Shane from Walking Dead.
Yeah, it all made sense at the end.
Yeah. The Move On movie has been rated PG-13.
I wonder what's going to happen with the red carpet of that because of China.
Yeah, that's an interesting. That's like the first thing that's gonna be severely impacted by coronavirus.
The coronavirus. So my mom was saying that someone that she knows from work or whatever, her and her husband, like they work in Shanghai and all that, and they were talking and saying that like it is a way worse problem than what we realize over there.
Yeah.
Like I guess it's like
cities are quarantined. It's
Yeah.
like it's like military controlled government. Like,
and then they said the effect this will have on the economy alone is like potentially scary.
oh,
Like
gosh.
where like there's like I guess the gambling over in China in certain parts like dwarfs the USA. Like I guess like
God.
the amount of money that goes into gambling,
Uh-huh.
and then in these places because no one's going there, they're like the occupancy is like only 10% of their capacity, which is like crazy when they used to
So
just
they
have.
probably have buildings and buildings of nothing.
Oh yeah, nothing.
Empty buildings.
And they're gonna like so it's
Well, when you eat bat soup,
yeah, I know.
you know, just skip the bat soup. Just
Skip the bat soup.
Dude,
Leave that
why?
behind.
why? Why dip live mice in butter?
Then there was that crazy thing where someone had like I know that was fucked up, the video of them eating the live little mole things.
God.
But
Dude,
there was also that thing where someone found it was an image that was giving off like, I don't know, some kind of gas that basically was the same of when you burn bodies. And it was like showing it was over Wu Chan or whatever it is. Like, so they think that they were just
I
not
heard
telling
that movie.
people.
You ever seen the movie Contagion?
No, but I
Has
know.
like Matt
yeah.
Damon in it and stuff.
Mhm, where she sneezes
Yes,
in the movie theater.
and it's literally almost like too close to being what's going on.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like it starts
It's
in
just about an
China.
outbreak.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like same thing. It starts in China from an animal, and
Mhm.
a movie just shows how you contain it and all that stuff.
Yeah, there was a disturbing video posted on Reddit by somebody over there, like it was subtitled and shit, and he was like freaking out and saying like he was like bad mouthing his government and like saying that like everything's closed down, so like even like gas stations are closed down, so like you can't stop and buy gas in certain places, and like if you live in certain areas, like you're basically just shut down. Like you can't go to work, you can't go
What do
buy
you do?
food, you can't, and they're just like quarantined to your apartment. And then like if you think you are sick, there's nothing to do. So like you can go to the hospital, but like if you think you're sick, if you have coronavirus and you go to the hospital, you might not have coronavirus.
But then
if you go to the hospital, you're gonna get coronavirus.
Yeah.
So then, there, if you do or don't have it, a lot of people aren't getting treated, and they're being told to just go home and quarantine themselves, and like it's just like he was just basically just bad mouthing everything and the operation of it. But the local governments are. It's basically like pushing back on the citizens, and like you can be criminalized, like you can be charged criminally for speaking out against your government. Which is nothing new because that's just been going on with all the protests and stuff like that. If you stand up against the government, you're gonna get, fucking prosecuted. But now it's even with the coronavirus thing, you can't speak up about it at all.
It's crazy that there was a Netflix special that came out, like, I swear, days before the coronavirus really hit the news. And it's all about, like, diseases and things like that and how they come about and, like, the plague and things over the years. And I remember it came up, and then it was literally like 2 days later, it was coronavirus was everywhere.
Yeah.
It was weird. Not the timing worked.
It's fucked up.
Yeah, it's fucked up, man. All right. We have 2 more articles to go through. This one's a doozy. No, I'm just kidding. Ninja, this is actually, I think this is from today. Ninja is getting some shit for, I guess, a tweet that he put out yesterday afternoon. And this is the tweet. The phrase "it's just a game" is such a weak mindset. You are okay with what happened, losing and imperfection of a craft. When you stop getting angry after losing, you've lost twice. There's always something to learn and always room for improvement. Never settle. Why are people getting so butthurt like this? I don't know. He's basically saying, like, you should, like, the reason why, like, he's good at professional sports is because he cares and doesn't want to lose. And he finds people who are okay with losing as weak. Isn't that the same for everybody?
No, it's just
any sport.
The only problem is his audience is sensitive.
I think maybe his message might be good, but I think his delivery is a little bad. Where maybe he should have done it and said a more broad stance. And said, like, started it off by saying, like, gaming is just like everything, every sport or any sport or anything that you dive into, where you don't want to be okay with failure. Yeah. But that, but then you should, as a public figure, you should be a little more careful of the message you put out.
You have to be aware of your audience.
People who are addicted to gaming, whose lives are going nowhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's the 0.01% who make a living.
Yeah.
Like, I sound like a broken record, but there was a video posted on Reddit a couple months ago that was a fucking gamer kid in, like, California. He's like this young black kid trying to make it big as a streamer.
Oh, that video's old, and he turns the camera and it's his shitty apartment.
His life is shit.
Yeah, that video's old. Yeah,
his life
I've heard of that.
Shit.
Yeah.
And he's basically breaking down, saying how he's, like, wasted money and time and turned away friendships
but you got to realize, like, these people who want to be streamers, they have to realize that all the streamers that we watch that are popular were either in the video game industry or were competitive players.
Yeah, and then it was an easy transition.
You can't just, that's like you, Tom. If you somehow had $1,000 and you spend it all on Twitch streaming equipment and a computer and blah blah blah,
camera and a gaming chair,
and you turn it on and you start recording yourself,
no one cares.
No one gives a fuck with Tom Rainey or Chace or Mike. Who gives a fuck?
Right.
It's what Ninja, a guy who was a professional Call of Duty player.
Yeah.
Or no, he's a professional Halo player.
Yeah.
Or fucking Dr. Disrespect, who worked for fucking Sledgehammer Games. And
Shroud, too, who was professional gamer.
Like one of the best Counter-Strike players in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course we care what he thinks.
And then there's a little bit of having the right personality for it.
Yes, that's also the thing.
And there is an aspect of luck to it.
Yes. Yes. Like Ninja, he was a professional player, but he latched on the Fortnite right before it got big.
And there's a lot of professional players out there who don't care as
much.
No,
there's tons of professional players. We don't even know their names.
Right.
Well, it's like Shroud. Shroud is the least bit entertaining in the world.
Oh,
but he's so
I don't understand why he's so popular.
No, I know.
But he's what? Basically almost number one. I mean, I don't really...
like, he doesn't bring anything else to the table besides just, like, he's extremely good. So, like, when you watch, like, he's one that, like, it's only fun to watch, like, a couple clips. Like, I've like watched, like, streams of his or, like, put it on. It's the most boring thing. It's like watching
he's a boring streamer, but he's so good at
it. He's fucking filthy.
But then you got Dr. Disrespect, who's also very good.
Yeah.
But he's definitely a step below them in He's an older guy. He's He's definitely
just,
amazing at video games.
I just love him because he's not like some of the other streamers. They might bitch about things, but like they're careful because they don't want to like piss off someone or sponsorship.
Yeah.
But Dr. Disrespect just rips into like people like developers, and it's so funny.
Like, he developed
fix your game.
He developed a character to the point where it's like he's actually like pretty smart for like the character that he created. That's like next level. That's like a comedian. Like that's something that we couldn't just do.
Mm-hmm.
I saw there was a little thing about him where he was talking about it, or someone was talking about it, and they were saying like how smart it was, like how he did it, and like his history of like
and his devotion.
To
a character. It's next level shit.
Yeah, it is.
Every day he wears that wig and those glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Every day.
Yeah.
For hours, 8 hours a day,
and he's not afraid to say too. Like when he's like trying, he's like, I don't want to play this fucking game for like 8 hours. He's like, I'm drained. I need something else to play.
He also, I think one of the reasons he bounces from game to game.
Yeah,
I think that's why he's not like number 1 or even number 2 or whatever. Because he plays like tons of games.
Yeah,
Ninja plays Fortnite.
Yeah, that's all he plays.
That's it.
Yeah,
Shroud plays pretty much any first person shooter, but.
Yeah, no, that Escape from Tarkov game.
So that's where maybe people are coming from, where they're saying that tweet can be dangerous, where you could.
Well, we're also talking about like
that's like the number 1 poker player saying like, "What do you mean? Poker's great. You should dig your whole life. Dig a hole and dive your life."
And also, it's like you can't write anything on Twitter. Everybody's so woke now.
Oh yeah,
you can't write like.
And his fan base is, they're all fucking internet people.
Oh, it's a child's game. Why are you taking it so serious?
Yeah.
It's like. Dude, if he wants to, number 1, he's also ninja.
Yeah.
He obviously turned playing a child's game into making $30 million a year or whatever the fuck he makes from Microsoft.
Yeah, and if you lose at fucking Rainbow Six, and you freak out and punch a hole in the wall, that's not. You have a job in the morning. You don't make millions of dollars from playing video games.
No.
Sometimes you just want to come home and relax.
Yeah. But I agree. You don't want,
The kid has.
He's basically just saying, don't have a loser's mindset. That's weak. I mean, I understand that. It's like any sport. Stephon Gilmore. He's not the defensive player of the year from being weak-minded.
Right.
He's devoted.
Right.
He's the best, sir. All right. Final news article: The Planet of the Apes director says the next movie is not a reboot, so we'll continue the Caesar trilogy, as some people call it.
Whoa.
Which is really cool because I really love those movies.
Yeah,
so fucking good. Which ones have you seen, Chace?
I just haven't seen the most recent one.
You saw Rise and Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
War was good. It might honestly be the weakest of the 3 because there's really no war. It's a really misleading title.
Really?
Yeah, there's no war.
There's probably more war in the second one.
There is and there isn't, but there's no battle.
Well, it kind of leaves off.
Well, and then I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Chace hasn't seen it. It is a good movie. Like if it was on HBO,
just builds the whole humans versus apes.
Yeah,
like tension.
Again, basically what Dawn did.
Just like it's what ultimately happens.
Yeah.
Because of the movies.
But it does have like a solidifying ending that we can't say out loud.
Yeah.
It would kind of kill it for Chace.
They're aliens.
Mark Wahlberg wakes up.
No, the monkeys are aliens.
Yeah,
they're not real monkeys. They're from space.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Like Men in Black.
I think it's being directed by Wes Ball, who I think did one of the Maze Runners.
Oh, great.
He's got a good track record.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to.
My father was a pusher.
What was that a line from Maze Runner?
You don't remember?
No.
You don't remember when we saw Maze Runner and everything was like?
Well, I do. I remember
everything.
that.
I remember
I just
you
don't
guys
remember
telling
the
me
words.
that. Everything was
joking.
a name.
Yeah. We kept joking about like the people who grew up there. Like
everything had a name.
My father was a pusher and I was a cutter.
Oh, that's right.
But I was born to be a runner. Everything's like whatever it is.
Yeah.
Whatever you do.
This is goofy.
If you weave baskets, you're a weaver.
Yeah.
I mean,
this is a cool concept, but it's
a cool concept that's been played on for 100 years.
Yeah. And also, these young adult movies are they hit when Maze Runner and Divergent came out. It was like, okay, we're done.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
These young adult movies, we're okay with Jennifer Lawrence and Hunger Games, but
that's about it.
Good here. I liked him. I never finished them.
I never fully got into it.
Did you guys even see Mockingjay Part 1 and 2?
I've seen clips.
I've never seen it.
I've seen all of it.
I've seen the other ones.
Yeah.
Never finished it.
I've seen all of them.
How is it good? Is it good?
Good. I'm not going to tell you to rush to the TV to watch them.
Yeah, I never got into it.
I mean, they're so good.
Mm.
I mean, honestly, that is similar to some other movies that have like a longer series. Where I just think the original is probably the best.
Yeah.
You know,
The second one was good. I saw the first two in theaters. Wait, how many are there?
I think
7.
4.
So it's 1, 2, 3, then 1, 2, 3, then 3, 2. Pretty much like a part 2 of 3.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's 1, 2, and then it's
2 parts.
part 1 and 2.
Okay,
yeah. So
okay.
4 total.
Okay. Well, I'm never gonna watch them. So.
Mm.
No, sorry. I have more games to buy than play the first hour. And
Just watch Divergent.
Never go back.
yeah. Huh?
Divergent. Weren't you a big fan of that?
Okay.
I thought you watched those all.
No.
You didn't watch any of those?
I might have
No,
seen.
he's a Maze Runner guy.
No, yeah, I'm a Maze Runner guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Scorch Trials.
Oh Jesus.
Third one. Huge fucking fan.
Huge fan. Scorched Trials.
All right, let's move into next week forecast. What do you think?
Let's move into next week forecast. It's gonna rain.
It's gonna rain, bitch.
And
We,
now
uh,
Wally with the rain.
What do you think, Chace?
What's gonna happen?
Yeah, I mean,
Oof. I don't
I
know.
don't know. I feel like it's
Dead week, guys.
a dead week. There's nothing
Really?
really.
I gotta start a new show. I'm due for one.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'll try. I'm gonna push Westworld.
Yeah, try Westworld. If it doesn't work, then
I kind of want. I
Move
was
on.
thinking like the other day. I kind of want to like make it a point to try something new to report about it next week.
Yeah, I mean that's partially why I've watched all of Locke.
yeah.
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 I was thinking about maybe going through some of the Game Pass games or trying something new or whatever.
Yeah, that's,
Um,
you can do that.
I mean, watching wise, hopefully by next week, if you guys go see Parasite, then we can kind of talk about it.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's not gonna happen. I have to watch Parasite.
Mm.
It's my own thing.
Yeah, because by the time we get to go, by the next day I can see it is
Yeah,
Wednesday next week,
Yeah.
and that's already the day past when we normally do the podcast.
Yeah, that's true. But if not, I mean,
Tom's just gonna have to come home and just rent it and watch it.
yeah, I guess as far as watching, I gotta find a new show, and then I want to find a wild card, just watch something random. I'll report about it, and then playing. I mean, I guess I'll keep playing Madden. So that challenge thing I was talking about, the captain.
Mm-hmm.
So right now there's like this thing going on where I think at the 28th it ends. If you put like your team captain like in your lineup and then you win 5 games, then you get a new
Oh yeah,
captain
I did
token.
that. Yeah, I got
Yeah.
that. I forgot about that.
So that it's anything.
I didn't even
Like,
know it was a thing.
It is anything, right?
Yeah, it
It's
is
5
anything
challenges.
because I found the mission.
Okay.
But then I was like, oh, so I have a token. So then I went to go to my Thai law, but I didn't have anything to do. I didn't have a token to add to them.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, so I don't know if I was like, does it not give it to? And it said it was completed because I went to missions in the tab and it said 100% completed. So then I went to my Thai law because he's a 96 with chemistry, so he's only technically I think a base 95.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But there was nothing there for me.
Oh, I
to,
got my token.
Yeah.
And I upgraded my Shazier is a 96 now,
Oh yeah, so
Awesome.
maybe.
Yeah,
and he's 97 with Scheme.
Yeah, see that's why I was confused.
Shazier's
You
incredible.
don't have to do anything, right? You just put them in your lineup and that's it.
He just I didn't even know about it. I
Oh,
just
okay.
got the thing. And it
Yeah.
was like Mutt team captain 5 games played, and it was like here's a coin, and I was like, is this a fucking upgrade token?
Yeah.
I didn't even know there was one out, and then I was like, well, let me go check the upgrade thing.
Yeah, and
Went to it, boom.
and you only have one. Then I was like, did the token go to somebody else? I was like, no, because it's specifically the Mutt captain.
Yeah,
it wouldn't
yeah.
go to
Yeah.
Tory Holt. It wouldn't go to anything else.
Right.
So I don't know because I went to him and then it said, oh,
Maybe
you need a
have you
token.
tried again?
Maybe I'll have to
Go,
try.
but you should try after reloading. You should
Yeah.
try going back to the upgrade thing and see if it's there.
Because I was so
The game's fishy.
I thought
sometimes.
when on Mutthead it just said win 5 games. Like we
Yeah.
were talking about, it wasn't very descriptive. So I was like, oh, is it going to be like head to head or solo?
No,
or
I
some
think I just
shit?
got it through challenges.
Yeah, and then like the missions, it's anything, fucking challenges, solo battles, whatever.
Mhm.
You just win 5 things.
Yeah.
So
Is he in your lineup?
yeah, he's in my
Yeah,
lineup
yeah,
because he's
yeah,
one of my
okay,
starting
okay.
cornerbacks.
Yeah, I figured.
He's I think my third cornerback. Yeah, he's definitely in it.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's why I
maybe
was
he's
like,
not
what the
getting
fuck?
play. No, did you get the notification that you completed it?
Well, then I went to the mission, and then it broke it down, and then when I looked at it, it said like 100% complete. So I was like, I did it, and I was like, what the fuck's my token? Because I went to his name, and it said I didn't have a token to put into him.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, so I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, just keep trying.
Yeah,
I
I'll
don't know.
have to see.
Just keep loading and reloading
Over.
and saving.
Because it would pop up on the screen, right? That's what happened to you?
Yeah.
It popped
At
up?
the end of a game, like when it shows you your where your XP,
coins are seed,
your
I guess,
XP
yeah.
and coins, it was like the next thing, like 1,000 solo tackles. It was like, boom, completed, upgrade token. I was like, what? Oh shit.
Yeah, because then if I should definitely have it, because if he's only a 96 with like chemistry or whatever it is, a scheme.
Yeah, then he's a 95.
Yeah, I should.
What do you have on him? Lockdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's doing it.
Yeah.
That's what's putting him at a 96. The same thing for me.
What do you think, Tom?
Well, what will I watch and play?
What, continue Assassin's Creed or no?
I think I will.
Oh, there you go.
Seems like a
It's
fun
a deep,
world.
deep game.
Seems like a fun world to dive
Long
into,
world,
and I kind of don't
long
really
game.
have. I wanted to play Control, but Control just doesn't have that where I'm like, oh, I get to go work on a character,
Yeah.
and that's what I love.
It is what you love.
That's why we play Madden, because we get to upgrade your. If you didn't get to upgrade a team, we wouldn't play this game.
If it was this franchise, I'd be done playing 3 months ago.
Right.
Yeah,
It's the fact that we
Yeah.
get to upgrade a thing and make it our own, and I mean, even Assassin's Creed isn't full
RPG.
customization.
No. I mean, at least you do get to choose a girl
I'm
guy
just
if you
like
want.
kind of starving for that right now.
Yeah.
Where I like want to make my own guy and have my own thing.
So I'm
that
bummed
working on.
Cyberpunk got delayed.
I know, because that would have been coming out.
That would have been
pretty
perfect
soon.
timing.
Yeah, there's really nothing
So I'll
to
play.
think of.
I'll probably play that. And there was something else that I was considering starting game wise. Like I wanted to buy a new game or something. I kind of wanted to play Sekiro, but I'm scared of how hard it is.
Yeah, I heard that's like one of the hardest Dark Souls games too.
I'm scared.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
What's on sale right now?
If I
Anything
can
good?
handle it. I
Alright,
don't want to
that's-
buy a game and like jump into a game and then it'd be too much.
Yeah, that's
I almost wanted to go through Game Pass just to see if there was something interesting I could download. And
there's a new Wolfenstein. The newest of the Wolfensteins is on there.
Almost
Pretty cool.
instead of playing Assassin's Creed, I almost played Final Fantasy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that? Did you buy that?
No, it's on Game Pass.
Was on game?
Yeah.
How customizational is your main guy? It's not,
None.
right?
I don't think. Or you can customize his weapons and shit. But I don't.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, maybe you can change outfits, but like,
Yeah.
it's
Did
not.
you continue playing that this week or no?
Not. Wait.
You never going back?
No, I have gone back. Total of 3 times. Was it this week? I don't know, this week was so.
Because
weird.
last week was where you reported you'd played for like 4 hours.
That was the first time, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, I
yeah.
did go back 2 more times after that, but the third time was just like for an hour. I was just doing some story mission. The game's good. It is definitely weird. I mean, it's not like any game that we play. As it's just not the type of game we play.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not even a real RPG. It's not like old school Final Fantasy where it's turn based. It's literally just a less complicated Devil May Cry,
Mm-hmm.
but it's also open world ish kind of.
I know.
Your car. That
I
you
didn't know
drive
what to
around in.
expect, the art style, and then when I looked at your clip, it's funny. I actually looked at it, and then right after you had sent, and then you sent it to me right after I'd watched it, and I was like, "Oh, so it's." I mean, it's
Yeah, it is
it's
real.
Final Fantasy, but
Yeah.
it is supposed to be more realistic graphics. It's
Yeah,
not
it's
like
definitely
cartoony.
they are realistic graphics, but it's definitely fucking, Japanesey.
Oh yeah.
Definitely Japanesey.
So yeah, I don't know. I was like, I'm kind of stuck. I don't know what to play.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's really not much to play
it's
or
slow
really
right
watch.
now. It's really slow right now.
And there's that Plague game.
Yeah, that game looked cool.
That game looked cool.
But it's not like you said. It's not like a game that like I'm running towards.
It's not a game. It's just I want a game where I can create a character. That's what it is. That's what I'm itching for. I want to create a character.
I don't even know what game that is.
I need a Skyrim, Oblivion, something. And then watching, I want to watch Parasite, and then I need to fucking. It's either Westworld season 2 or I still really want to watch Chernobyl.
Oh, you never saw that?
No.
Oh, that's
And
yeah.
I've still been kind of keeping that on my list, my mental list.
That's it. I feel like that's the one that when you start, you'll probably have no problem just hammering.
Yeah, and
it.
it's like how many episodes was that? Like
It's
6.
only like 6.
Yeah, it was short.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, it is so good. It's fascinating to find out like what exactly.
Watchmen.
happened.
I still gotta fucking finish that.
Yeah, right.
I haven't gone back to it.
Right.
We fucking passed out.
Yeah.
Ruined it.
Too many CBDs.
Got way too high on CBD. You fucking ruined
Passed
it.
out, ruined it.
Ugh. Dumbass.
So, what about you, Mike?
I don't know.
Next week forecast.
You never know with me. So
there anything
it's
for
like, is
sale?
it even worth?
See any good games on there?
I'm looking at like what's on sale like currently on this. You might have to go on there and actually look, but like this is like the deals of the week, and it's nothing really.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's really like nothing out.
How about Warframe? Trying to get into
Oh,
Warframe.
dude, you fucking brain
yeah, you
cancer.
trying to kill Tom?
You can customize your guy.
I did load that. I didn't buy, but I downloaded that game when it first came out forever ago.
Mm.
And I logged in and I started playing it, and it was like my nose started bleeding, and I had a migraine for 3.5 days.
Did you guys?
Wait, what is this game? And I was
Yeah.
like,
Did you guys
so
hear
weird.
about State of Decay 2 is getting like a new update that's gonna fix like graphics and bugs and
I did hear about that.
yeah, it's like they're kind of like rebooting it again
Yeah,
to
they
like
kinda had a
make it
flop when it
better.
came
Yeah,
out.
it kind of didn't. I mean, I don't know. It didn't
Maybe
really
not
do
a
that
flop,
great.
but it was just it didn't really pop.
Yeah, they're
It just
redoing
didn't
it.
feel new. It just felt like an old game.
Yeah,
Mm.
It was just outdated.
yeah, they're doing graphical improvements, new improved controls, fixing missions, fixing tutorials to teach you how to play the game because that was one of the problems. Like it is a very complicated game. Like
You had,
there's a
that
lot of
base
systems in
camp, and
place.
you had to like
It's like a true survival game with like building up a camp and
water, and
Water, and
all-
actually having to, like,
food and
figure out supplies and like going out on runs for supplies. Like
sending
the game
people out
didn't
on
teach you any of this.
caravans and stuff. Like
Yeah,
It'd be really fun if they had that. And you could play co-op,
it is co-op.
but be co-op where like you wouldn't have to physically also be there. Like you all
Oh.
shared a camp,
the old
like
Minecraft
yeah.
paradox.
Or the Ark Survival Evolved.
Yeah.
Just have a shared world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean those games do exist.
Minecraft
Rust,
finally did it, but
Ark, Minecraft,
Mm-hmm.
mostly PC games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a wild card man. I always watch something weird though.
Yeah.
I don't know what it'll be this
find
week.
yourself at a 10 a.m. on a Wednesday morning.
No,
Yeah,
10
thinking-
a.m. It'll be 11 a.m. on Thursday when AEW is done.
Yeah.
Oh no, I watch it between 8 and 9:30.
Well, because when I leave, you're watching it.
Yeah, but it ends pretty soon right after.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm not like midway through. I'm like towards the end.
Okay, so not 11, 10.
Yeah,
You'll put on
They'll
nice-
move on to something.
yeah, I don't know. I do have to do that
The Shape
Madden
of
shit, but,
Water.
like the grind of having to like do all this shit in Madden. It's starting to wear on me, but
Well,
it is
Matt,
pretty
what do you
easy
have
right
to
now.
do?
I just have to do the 5 challenges and this continue the Ultimate Legends shit, which is easy. It's like one game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yeah,
already
but how
caught
much
up.
longer do we have? Because
I mean, it's only
Well,
like
the new
what?
one's the 22nd.
Okay, but so
The
that's
19th.
but how many are out? 8 out of the 16? Are we halfway
so.
through?
The first one's 4,
Yeah, at
4,
most
and then what?
halfway.
4 more.
5, 6, 7.
I think there might only be 7 out. Actually,
I think it's
right
only
now.
7.
Yeah,
So there's
only 4 weeks.
because I pulled open the
9
set and I was
more.
like, wow, not even like it's not even 8, even though there's been 4 phases of it.
Mm-hmm.
so still 9 more things.
Mm.
Ugh.
Like that one's easy enough, but like today,
Oh,
when
it's
I-
super easy.
when I went on, I played a little bit today, and I was like looking at challenges. I'm like, there's no challenges that I can do that are somewhat reasonable for
Yeah.
me to get something.
Well, I wanted that 94 from the
Oh,
solo
yeah,
battles, which finishing solo battles is kind of a daunting task.
Mm.
And then I lost.
Yeah, no.
So it's like, damn, this is the first challenge I've ever played where you can potentially not be able to get it.
yeah, yeah.
Like you fuck up, you lose a game, you
Yeah.
can't get the high enough battle
No.
score now to fucking. I
Like-
don't know if I'll get it.
I was looking at the theme diamonds, the new one they added, because I'm like, what is
that
all
shit's
this
so
about?
fucking bogus.
That is, I think what I got from it was the amount of grinding you have to do to get the light at the end of the tunnel, which is Night Train. I think it's the 98 Night Train.
Yep.
Is ridiculous.
Yep.
I think you have to go in and complete sets to get all these like good
Yes.
characters. Then take all those good characters and then like do a set, put them in a set to get him. And I'm like, how many hours is that? That's gotta be
Yeah, but hours of what?
like
That's the thing. There's nothing to even do to grind towards getting it.
I don't people. Yeah, but there's people who are really good at Madden where to the point where like they're
Just play
playing
online.
and they're winning those seasons and they're
You just pool up coins.
they're just doing seasons because
Yeah,
obviously
I could make like million and a half in a week
oh my
on
God.
online. Imagine if you were one of those guys, you could just
Oh,
play online
it's
games
not
all
awesome.
day long, just grind all day online, smoke people.
That's what Tim did play a lot of Weekend League. He was really into it
hmm.
because he was paying a lot of money. He was ahead of we're ahead of him now because he quit
Yeah.
because he's such a Call of Duty head now.
What
all
did they
that
put-
money.
Yeah, he wasted I don't even want to know.
Yeah,
The figure would make my mind.
$1,000 is the safe over under.
Yeah,
and he went hard in it too. It wasn't even like he did a
Too
little
early.
bit, then stopped.
$1,000.
Yeah, that's crazy.
and he plateaued. He fucking
Yeah, see, I guess also that's the worst part. I look back on it. It's like if you sink all your money in the beginning, what is the point? Because the way you have a year, and they're gonna be adding these people.
Yeah.
You're almost better off just like doing the free stuff, being fine, and then towards the later stages.
Yes, when
If
the
you're
99s and the 98s are out, and the 97s, that's when you want to like actually spend some money if you're gonna spend money.
I think about that too.
Not on like 88s.
If you were to pick up if you were to pick up Ultimate Team right now, and like get into it, like what it would be like to get your team up and going, it'd be so easy to like get up to like a 90 overall.
Yes, I mean there's a lot of challenges, but
There's
it's
a
gonna
lot
take,
of grinding.
It's gonna take you 100, 200 hours. I mean, I don't even want to know my hours.
Even to go back, I mean, a lot of the stuff you can't even get anymore.
Yeah, but think about
some
the coin
you can,
though.
yeah, but like some you
like
can't.
the challenges would be a grind, but then like you'd have all this coin, and instead of back in the day buying an 85 player, you could now instantly buy a 90 player.
That's
for like
also true.
15,000 coins.
That's
You know
true.
what I mean?
Because like what an 88 would cost 3 months ago is what a 94 costs.
Yeah. So I feel like it'd still be a grind, but you could probably get like up to like a high 80 pretty quick.
Yeah.
And then it start to catch up to you because the players are too much money for how much.
You could probably get to 90 to 92 pretty fast.
Mm.
And then getting from 92
But we're still
to
talking like
95.
40 hours because some of those challenges take a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then getting
Especially-
from like a 91 or 2 to a 90.
Because also the MUT level, like our MUT level, we're really high. Like
Yeah, that takes a long
that
time.
is where you get a lot of the stuff that actually helps you.
Yeah.
With those packs you can buy, with the power passes,
Mm.
the coin, just the coin alone you get.
Yeah, it's true.
You know?
Yeah, I just
I
got
wish
like
it was more.
I wish everything there was more.
Always, it's just they always fuck you. They never give you what they should give you.
No.
Mm.
Like every fucking 10 MUT levels.
They're money-grubbing
every
whores,
5
dude.
MUT levels, I shouldn't get 40,000 coins. What the fuck can I do with 40,000 coins?
Yeah.
Yeah, over 5 levels. Know how long that
Just
takes?
give me fucking 100,000 coins. What the
Yeah.
hell's the fucking holdup here?
Yeah. It's 45,000 coins for me.
Mm.
Yeah, the newest ones are
Yeah,
45.
Which
Yeah,
is where I
yeah.
am. It's not
It's like
worth
Jesus,
it.
that's worth nothing.
Mm.
no. I
That's
mean,
like-
at least those level up
That's
passes.
if I already have like a $180 or like or 280.
Yeah.
Then it's like, oh sweet, another 45.
At least those level up packs that you can buy with real money.
Those ones.
It's
are-
160,000 coins.
Yeah.
So it's actually worth it for like $3.
Right.
Mm.
You know. Whatever. We could talk Madden forever until we're fucking blue in
Right.
the face.
We will
rotting corpse.
never commit to doing a Madden segment, but we will always talk about Madden.
Yeah.
It's always in the.
We
next
should just
week
have a Madden
rewind.
segment where we just get it out of our system.
Always in
Yeah,
the next
yeah.
week rewind.
What?
It's always the next week rewind.
Mm.
I don't know. It's
Always
pretty much
go
throughout the
off.
whole podcast.
yeah.
It's in the first. It's in the spotlight. We somehow talk about the news somehow,
Yeah.
It comes up.
and then at the very end, we're rambling about Madden.
The power of Madden.
Yeah, you should have got Resident Evil 2, but it was on sale. But I don't know if that sale's over. I contemplated buying it, but I just bought BioShock because I was like, I just want to play. I want to see what these games look like remastered, and
Mm.
you know. But I don't know. I've tried Resident Evil before.
Yeah.
It's not like I haven't played a Resident Evil. Like I never really liked Resident Evil.
Mm-hmm.
I could play some House of the Dead.
Oh god. Me and Heather beat House of the Dead at free play. The
Oh,
fucking,
really?
barcade.
Yeah.
We fucking stood there for like. It only took us like 40 minutes.
Really?
Beat the entire House of the Dead. Because every time we die, just start again.
Oh, yeah. 'cause
Continue our
it's free.
save.
Yeah.
Obviously, just keep playing. So stupid. Just shooting the fuck out of zombies. Games are so cheap.
Yeah, I
Shit
know.
will just fly at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can't even do anything.
Right.
It's instant. You lose health.
Yeah.
Whatever. Fuck it. Fuck
No,
House of
let's
the
break
Dead.
it down more.
Fuck Time Crisis.
Get more into it.
Yeah.
No, Time Crisis was a shit with the.
Pedal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well-
House of the Dead didn't have a pedal.
Mm-mm.
Fuck it. What's to
it
say here? What's to say here?
Fuck.
His doggone old games.
Fuck it.
Disc of Tron. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, you do well. That's one of your favorite games.
I love that game.
If I had to do, if I was rich, if I had to get somewhere, that would definitely be my arcade.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Hell yeah.
Not Time Crisis, though.
I get some dope pinball machines.
Or House of the Dead. Fuck that. They
No.
don't deserve it.
Or get like that old. Wasn't there that old Star Wars game that you got in and you got to like.
Oh yeah, from like the movie theater.
Yeah,
I would definitely get one of those.
Yeah.
Actually, no, fuck that. I get the newer one.
Yeah, the new
Have
one.
you played the one at Dave & Buster's, the newest one?
Yeah.
You get in a pod, so you get in there and it's
Did you go on the ride Rise of the Resistance when you were in Disney?
No, it wasn't even open yet when I went.
Oh, I just saw it because I guess that's like a ridiculous like wait and stuff. Like where some video, the guy got to the park, they let people like kind of like start hanging out at the park at like 4:45 or like 5 a.m.
Oh,
and then eventually you get in, and then you're just waiting in line to hope to get a ticket, which tells you when time to come back later in the day to just get in line to maybe get in. Jesus. So like all said and done, he's like filming it and stuff, and it wasn't until like noon or like 1 o'clock he was able to like come back to get in line to see if he could get in.
Wow.
I mean, he said it was.
We got to fucking Animal Kingdom right when it opened, and we ran to fucking Avatar World and got right in line. We had to wait for an hour, and that's literally getting there right when it opened.
Yeah.
What, people were just faster than you?
Yeah, just people just fucking
Well, it could have been.
We tried to get there as soon as possible. But
did you stay?
No, people can get in an hour early.
Yeah, if you stay at a resort, you get in an hour early.
Yeah. So we had to fight those people. So our wait wasn't that bad. When we were leaving, it was an hour and 20. It was a 2-hour wait to go on that ride. It's fucking insane, dude. It was so hot and muggy that day. Ugh. Fucking Florida heat, dude.
But then when you went to Universal, you brought him over to Simpsons to show him what a real ride was.
No.
Or fast too.
That was fast. Oh my god, that ride. That ride was so stupid. What else is cool?
What else is cool?
Did I tell you me and Tom are going to wrestling?
Really?
Yeah.
WWE or
no, AEW, the one that I watched.
Oh, AEW, the root beer?
No, not A&W, AEW.
Oh.
Yeah, A&W.
Yeah. Sponsored by A&W.
I mean, I can get behind
AEW is sponsored by A&W.
Where is it? Boston?
Yeah, we're going to Boston.
Really?
April 15th. Ooh. We're going to the Agganis Arena, the Boston University Arena.
AEW.
Really? They're filming it? Don't they film it like 9 a.m. and then they show it later in the day?
Every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock.
Really?
We'll be there live.
Start some chants.
Yeah, start some chants.
Have you watched any of it? Do you know who's who?
He's watched
enough.
One real episode like 3 months ago. And then
so you've seen enough then to get an idea of what's going on.
Yeah, it's fucking wrestling.
Yeah.
Same thing.
It's the same thing. It's just this. If you do pay attention to the storylines like I do, like they just change. I can't even 2 months from now. I don't even know what the fuck they'll be. Who knows?
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing.
But it is a soap opera.
This is what people like better.
Oh yeah. Compared to
That's all it is.
Yeah.
But it's the same.
Yeah.
But it's better.
Yeah.
But it's the same.
Is the wrestling better?
It's better, but it's the same.
Is like actual physical wrestling better?
Yeah,
it has its ups and downs.
Yeah. It has its ups and downs, but like there, just like WWE, there is some low quality shit. Like I showed Tom, like every week on Wednesdays they have like the show.
Yeah.
But then every Tuesday they have a YouTube 1 hour show, which is all like the trash that like they didn't put on live TV.
Yeah.
So like I showed Tom that, and like it is poop. Like I've watched enough wrestling to know bad. It was bad.
Yeah.
It was
so
terrible.
when you go, when you go live, then you'll be able to see.
Yeah, we're gonna see
We're gonna see it all.
We're gonna see it all. We're gonna see the 1 hour show that they put together, and we're gonna see the 2 hour show. So that's our night.
Did the good guys come on like later at night?
Between 8 and 10. It's 2 matches, then it's the live show, which is 2 hours, and then it's 2 more matches. Then we leave.
Oh, okay.
It's like a 3 to 3.5 hour.
So you guys are gonna be there for 4.5 hours.
No, we'll be hammered.
Yeah,
get hammered an hour in.
I'm gonna charge the
start
stage.
Rocking.
I plan on charging the stage
Oh
at
my
some
God.
point. So
Imagine you did that.
See how that goes.
Imagine if you charged.
Well,
you should wait for right when it seems like they're pinning someone and the ref gets down. You should get down there and start slapping on the mat.
Oh my God, wrestlers.
I'm gonna like come in and intervene.
The wrestlers would probably turn on you, beat the shit out of you.
Yeah, like as soon as someone's about to win and I don't want them to win,
oh my God,
I'm charging the fucking stage and I'm changing the outcome. So if he's gonna pin him,
no, you should put your monocle.
I don't care how jacked and trained they are.
Yeah.
An unexpected spear. I will tackle someone.
No, You should put your monocle in first, though.
Oh, I should debut my character.
There's this guy, right? Tom. I was telling Tom, I was like, I was looking up down wrestling, and I found this place in Warwick that does like weekly shows of like independent wrestling.
Yeah.
But it's also a training place where you can train to become a wrestler, a ref, or a commentator. And I was telling Tom, and Tom was like, I should train to become a wrestler. Then we were watching that wrestling, and there's this guy called the Butcher, right? Yeah. He's a probably 48-year-old man, graying, and he's like tatted to the nines. He's like an older man. Yeah. Has a dad bod, but built. But he wears a monocle, right?
Really?
And I said, Tom, that's so you. It was like an older dude. Like if Tom started training now, he'd be the Butcher.
But my character is gonna have a monocle.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know who you'd be though.
I don't know.
I'm Thomas, the Inquisitor. Didn't he have like a monocle? Oh my god. We were watching this one wrestler, dude. We did watch some trash.
Yeah.
Trash that I don't even watch.
Some bad
so that's
shit.
how bad it was, Tom. So trust me, it gets better. But we watched this one guy who's part of the librarians. And his name is Peter Avalon. And he was cringeworthy. This guy.
He was bad.
Is this the Backyard or is this the AEW?
No, this is AEW. This is on the YouTube one. And he's part of the librarians, and their whole gimmick is that they shush the crowd because they're they're librarians.
Jesus Christ!
And this guy is the biggest fucking tool ever.
He looked like a failed wizard magician.
Oh, he did, God. Yeah. He looked like he worked. He like was an intern at the fucking
the wizard school,
the wand shop, and
oh my God,
and Harry Potter got fired. And
any of the other librarians good?
No, it's him and a girl, and she sucks too.
Oh, there's only two of them?
Bad.
Yeah, that's it.
That was bad.
Yeah, they suck.
My character is going to be sweet, though.
Yeah.
I'm going to fucking rush in there. I'm going to tackle a guy off another guy.
You should grab a mic, too.
And then I'm going to snatch
hop on the mic.
You guys should cosplay. You should dress up as your own wrestlers.
If we were on TV, if we were ballers and had some dough, and we were on TV,
dope seats.
We were front row. That's my dream. I have to someday do that. The experience of it. Even if you don't like wrestling, the experience of being right there, like on TV, like your face is constantly on TV.
Yeah, right.
I don't know, it can be fun.
Bethany's brother and his wife, they went to Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Fallon, like a couple weeks ago, and they actually made it on TV because where they were sitting was like right in the front, like aisle. So like when he went up the aisle or whatever, they were like right on there. TV. Yeah.
What'd they think of it? Live TV. You tell them about your Conan experience?
No. Well, ironically, I didn't really talk to them too much about it, but Barry, they had went and seen, maybe they went to see Jimmy Kimmel, but they were just saying how they were surprised at how like obviously set up it all is. Like literally there's the sign that tells you when to like laugh and when to like laugh or clap louder or clap or like, all it's crazy. Yeah.
It's cool. Imagine if we went and saw 2.5 Men.
I'm glad we did.
We were in line, and we were literally, like, at the cutoff point.
Yeah.
Because we were slightly late.
Yeah, they're like, I go see Conan. Which actually was better because, I mean, they had decent guests. It was Kevin Hart. Right, it was, like, right when Kevin Hart was starting to tick up. And then Ryan Gosling. And I can't remember who the music was.
It would have been cool to see 2.5 Men. And I hate the show. I've seen literally nothing of that show.
Really?
Barely any episodes. Well, it would have been cool to see it live. Right? With Ashton Kutcher right in front of you.
I guess.
Bum rush to the fucking stage.
What's up with you? You're never going to do it.
You got to get in there.
Oh, my God.
What's the point in going?
I hope you should do it when you guys are like getting ready to go anyway. You should just attempt.
Bum rush the stage. Change the outcome. Just go rip off
the wrestler. They would just turn and beat the fuck out of you. And
no, they wouldn't.
I'd
get arrested.
Well, yeah, obviously gonna get arrested.
Yeah, nowadays you could probably sue them for hitting you.
Yeah, they're not gonna
get something out of it.
I've seen that though.
You think so?
I've seen it, but that was also older wrestling. It wasn't.
You think if I bum rush the stage, the fucking the Young Bucks are gonna fucking they're gonna open up a can of whoop ass?
I wonder who'd win. You versus Nick Jackson, one of the Young Bucks.
I'll fucking straight choke somebody out, dude.
I think the more Jack Young Buck would probably beat your ass, but the other one.
I'm not going along with any moves.
Just bring a shiv.
They're gonna have to actually fight me.
That's what I'm saying. Because the Young Bucks, one of them was like less jacked, as you saw, right? Mm-hmm. One of them was a little more built.
Right.
Hopefully, you'd attack the skinnier one.
I mean, they train. They're all trained.
Yes. Definitely have more endurance.
It's not about my physicality. Obviously, I would not win.
Yeah.
It's about the element of surprise.
True.
You know what I'm saying? I
Sneaking
come
up
in
from behind.
exactly
Yeah.
with the monologue.
No,
I'm like that
you're
evil,
super stealthy. You go underneath the ring and you grab like a chair.
and I burst up through the ring like a cake, like a surprise cake.
Yeah, like Kane. I think a Kane used to.
And I grab a guy's leg, dude.
All right, this conversation is fucking absolutely stupid.
Or I come down from the fucking ceiling.
Yeah, like Owen Hart, and then you fall from like 100 feet and break your neck.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I just hit the mat like a sack of potatoes, dude.
I just fucking die.
I'm just fucking slumped over.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna do any of this.
I gotta come up with a character.
I don't
I
know.
don't know, something evil.
Dr. Evil?
Oh,
Doctor Evil.
Dr. Evil. Something evil. I don't know.
And you should make him like odd, like very similar to Austin Powers. But when people say, "Oh, like Doctor," like, no, it's not like him. I had the idea first.
Yeah.
How about Tommy Evil?
Tommy Evil.
Or what about?
I mean, the name doesn't matter as much. It's all about just the character and the gimmick.
We need a name.
You should do Tommy.
name
Hot
makes or breaks
Pocket
it.
Hot
Yeah, but I mean that
Takes.
librarian guy.
Tommy,
What was
Tommy
his name?
Hot Takes.
Tommy Hot Takes.
Yeah.
What was
Yeah.
that librarian guy's name?
Peter
That
Avalon.
has nothing to do with him being the librarian.
That's true, but yeah,
It's just the name.
yeah. But name, you got it. It'd be fun to have a name.
Tommy Evil. That's fine.
All right, fine. Tommy Evil.
But the gimmick is the important thing. What's my gimmick? What's my outfit? What's
Oh, it's a top hat with a monocle. You have a cane that you
hat
beat
with
the
a
fuck people out with.
that doesn't even work for my.
You should
my
no. You'll
image.
have you'll have a bag of the little hearts, the little Valentines, like the sweet,
Oh.
and then you'll beat people with that bag. And
Yeah.
The final blow, they'll
Yeah.
spill everywhere.
Guess what? These candy hearts are expired.
Yeah.
They're hard as a rock. You beat the fuck out of
The dust is in my eyes.
them. Sugar dust.
Sugar dust.
Sticky.
It's flammable.
It's flammable.
Sugar's flammable.
Yeah. Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. That's a whole other aspect.
With a knife, like
Hey, you're a pyro too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Fire, sugar.
And you have scissors for hands.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
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 And an eye patch.
Yeah.
And a monocle.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a peg leg.
Yeah.
A
And
mustache.
you wear chaps.
And a mustache. And I wear chaps. No, that's what I should be. I should be like one of those old like Gangs of New York top hat,
Oh,
monocle,
Yeah.
suspenders.
Yeah,
no
you're
shirt
Daniel
on.
Day-Lewis from Gangs of New York.
Yeah, fat with the suspenders, but
Yeah.
no shirt on.
I guess, yeah, we probably should drop the candy
With the
hearts.
fucking trousers, with the pinstripe trousers,
Yeah.
with the
Mm.
with tucked into
Yeah.
the socks,
Uh-huh.
with the fucking, and then steampunk.
You could be
Something steampunk.
you could be Tommy Toothpick. You'll be dressed like that, and you'll have a toothpick in
Oh.
your mouth. All the time.
Tommy
Oh.
Toothpick.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
As long as there's a
Get
monocle. involved.
Splintered.
What?
You're about to get splintered.
Splintered.
No, it's Tommy Evil, and I go, "You're about to get vilified,"
Vilified.
and I turn
Yeah.
good guys evil.
Uh-huh.
That's my thing.
Mm.
Even if it's only for like 1 week, and then the next week they're in the match and
Yeah.
they go good again.
Yeah.
It's like a spell.
It's kind of
almost
it's kind of like Power Rangers. It's like the monster of the week. Like you find like another character that you just put
that I
under
take
spell.
over
Yeah.
for 1 week and
Yeah.
try to cause chaos.
Yeah.
Ah.
And I'm a ref. I told Tom.
I
I
No,
know,
you're
want
gonna be the manager.
No, imagine
No, you're
we
a
go-
a
manager.
manager would be cool.
Yeah.
We go.
I
and
want to go to ref school.
We
Yeah.
go and I create the character and I cosplay him, and then we go and I bum rush the stage and I grab the mic and I try to start explaining my character. No! It's like I grab a guy each week, I turn him evil.
You should dress up as Tommy Evil, and we should just walk around and be like, "Who are you?" And be like, "I'm Tommy Evil."
Yeah.
Oh, who's
Shoot.
that?
You
Here's
never
my
heard of him?
card.
You'll have to dress. You'll have to dress
Got
it
the
just
story.
like the manager of the Undertaker from back in the day.
Oh my God!
You have to look
fuck,
exactly.
why am I
like him.
blanking on his name? I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he was weird, dude.
Yeah, he was
The
wicked
fat white
weird.
guy.
Yeah,
Yeah. What the fuck is
his
his
eyes
name?
were always bug-eyed. He was just
Yeah.
like,
Fuck! It's gonna eat me alive. Nah, whatever.
it's
I'm too
all right.
lazy to put my phone up, even though it's right here. I don't feel like doing it. I don't feel like it.
All right,
I don't feel like it.
podcast over.
Okay. We went a lot longer than I thought we would.
Yeah.
We had a lot to do today. All right, guys. Good night.
Nighty night.
We always botch it on the ending.
Good night.
There's no ending to this podcast.
No, there's not. next week's forecast is supposed to be a nice little way to end it, but we
always trail off.
somehow continue for a second podcast, like After Dark.
Yeah.
That's what we'll call it. We'll call it After Dark.
After Dark.
All right. Well, thanks for listening to After Dark.
Well, we'll see you next week.
Hey, do you guys like Star Wars? You should check out the Skywalker Saga podcast.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Yeah, there's 9 episodes of it.
I heard of that. I heard it's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like Breaking Away? It's on Disney Plus. If you like that, you should listen to our movie collection.
Do you like Invincible?
What else?
Critters 3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
She popped
Fan of
up on
Leo?
my
Have you ever
Instagram again.
Yeah, do you want to listen to people talk about Critters 3?
Fan of Leo? Have you ever
Yeah.
compared and contrast his career?
Yeah.
His best/worst?
Oh.
Oh.
We never did Ben Affleck.
No,
There's a lot
there's
of
a lot of
people
actors
we
we never did. We did John Travolta, though. And we did Sylvester Stallone.
And we did Arnold.
And we did Arnold. We wasted it on such terrible actors. We could have done good people.
Did we do, oh, no, we didn't. No, that was 8 or whatever it was with Jake Gyllenhaal.
It's such a flawed, like Best/Worst, I think is a good name. I think it's a good podcast. I just think to properly do it, it would take multiple episodes per actor.
Mm.
You know, it's so much to fit in one podcast to talk about his best and worst. And also, what about the other movies?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, like if you're really going to do homework about a fucking actor.
No, I thought there was some magic to it. It just took knowing the actor.
Yeah.
Having seen all the movies.
That's another thing is like some actors we love, but they have tons of movies we haven't seen. Or there's movies that like, you know, that I've seen that you haven't seen. Or
Yeah, but even that, it kind of works. You know, if at least one of us has seen it and can at least attest to whether it's good or not. It's just that's what it takes. It just takes knowing basically a guy's whole
like if we
career.
were making money off this podcast and we could devote some real time. Yeah, but I think Best/Worst works. You know, it's such a hard thing to do when, you know, this is just for fun.
Right. Nobody gives a fuck about what we think.
No.
I don't think our mics are even on right now.
Oh yeah. I think I turned it off.
Botched episode.
Yeah.
My lost files.
Yeah. All right. Well, from Tom Evil to you guys, have a great night.
Well, I was thinking about next week.
You got more?
Oh wait, what?
What?
Was that Chase?
What?
What
What?
were you gonna
No,
do on
say
Madden?
it.
I was going to talk about
Yeah.
Madden.
Yeah. Oh.
What's that?
Yeah. Let's just talk shit about Tim for 10 more minutes.
More Ultimate Team?
Nothing.
What is that? Ultimate Team Challenges?
What?
Team Talent.
What?
Soul Battles?
Oh.
Oh. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Okay.
Got to get a better kicker, you know.
Yeah. Oh, XFL. Did you watch any?
no.
Me and Tom watched half a game on YouTube yesterday.
How was it?
Bad.
Because was it bad?
Was it
Sloppy.
bad?
It's sloppy. It is sloppy, but it's
The extra point thing's broken.
What's the extra point thing?
it's 1 point from the 2-yard line, 2 points from the 5, and 3 from the 10. There's no kicking. It's all like
Is that what it is? It's 3 from the 10?
Yeah.
Oh,
So you
okay.
can decide where you want to spot the ball?
Uh huh.
Well, you decide if you want to go for a 1-2 point or 3
Oh,
point
yeah,
conversion.
yeah.
There's no extra point. Like just kicking for an extra point.
Really?
It
Yeah.
doesn't exist. You
So
have to.
So kickers don't even exist in
No,
XFL.
kickers only do kickoffs and field goals.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. They do still kick off.
Yeah.
And you can still do a field goal. But
Yeah,
if you get a
yeah.
touchdown,
But the extra
you
point.
get 6 points, and then you get the decision to go for 1, 2, or 3.
And so far, it's not good.
Yeah.
Like
it's
teams are converting.
failed.
They're not even converting the 1-pointers.
Yeah, like
Really?
the 1 point. Yeah,
Barely. The success rate.
So you don't have the choice to kick an extra point. You have
No,
to choose
it's not
one.
even
You
an
have to
option.
Yeah.
run another play,
Wow.
regardless. You know. It's just kind of sloppy with the fucking. Like the tackling is just really bad.
Mm.
Yeah. There's some big hits, but they're very sparse.
Yeah.
It's just they're having trouble obviously building stars. I mean, so far people have risen.
And this is some of the teams are just so badly managed, and like it's so like they're just making it up as they go, and
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of like bad calls. This team just calls timeout, and you're just like, what? Dude, why did they just call that timeout? And then they need it later on, and you're like, oh. And then those bad play calls, they just call it bad. You're like, why did they go for a fucking wide receiver screen
Mm.
for at this like on the goal line? It's like it's just the weirdest.
Yeah,
shit.
they were doing like the 1 point extra point, and they did a wide receiver screen, and I was like, "What the fuck are they doing?"
And then we
They
were
gotta
watching
work
that
on the
one
1 yard
team,
line.
and like that
Or
they
2
were
yard line.
winning, but it was like literally RPO
Yeah, one team, the Battlehawks, kept doing RPO. They looked like the Ravens.
Every play was an RPO.
Yeah.
What's the Ravens do?
Yeah, but at least I'm watching a guy who's an MVP.
True. Yeah, but that guy's not bad, dude.
Who's setting
That
records.
dude, Jordan Tayama,
That was horribly boring to watch that offense.
I guess you're right.
It was this fucking.
The stats weren't that bad though.
Lackluster RPO. It's like playing a guy on Madden, and he's doing one thing that works over.
They should do a thing where they feature an NFL player for the week. So like Lamar Jackson one week is the quarterback. Yeah.
The quarterback though for the Roughnecks is nasty.
Yeah.
He's definitely like one of the best players in the entire league.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. Well, that's our weekly XFL talk. Anything else, guys?
No.
Oh.
What's that?
What?
What's
What's that? Madden?
What?
Is that Madden?
Oh.
What's that?
What?
New Game Pass game?
Oh.
Try something out?
Yeah, Game Pass?
Game Pass?
You should definitely try Game Pass, Chase. You got Game Pass.
I have Game Pass, yeah.
Oh,
What's that? Disney Plus?
Okay, I'm done. Bye-bye.
Fly, fly.